Welcome back, all my YouTube subscribers, Twitter followers, all the big insomniacs out there. Thank you for being here live for the Sunday Night Football game as we are getting ready to go in our first joint live stream with all three of us. I cannot wait to pull up the screen. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. What is going on, chat? Nathan Hill, meet the Mets in the building, Roman W23. I just want to say there is going to be some lagging because it's on Skype, but hopefully the volume is coming through crystal clear for you guys. We've been having issues with the internet this week. Let's jump right into it. What's going on, guys?
Hey, what's going on?
Tanner?
What's going on?
Hey.
What's going on, Spence?
What's going on? So,
Hey, how's it going?
are you ready for this game tonight, guys?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, it's an NFC North battle. The winner of this game, it could determine the fate of the NFC North. So it's a big game for sure.
Yeah. What about you, Spencer? Tell me. All right, let's first get into the predictions. Who do you think is going to win this football game?
You know what? I've wavered a lot during the week, but I've kind of binge-watched a Matt Nagy kind of mic'd up special where Matt Nagy, I think, as crazy as this sounds, I'm ready to put my name behind this. I think Matt Nagy, out of every coach in the NFL, I would take Matt Nagy the second out of every coach in the NFL other than Sean McVay. That's how good Matt Nagy is. I think he might be coach of the year this year, and I think that the Bears honestly win this football game like 35-17. Trubisky has 330 yards, 3 TDs. He has an amazing game today, and I think that the Bears offense will be unstoppable tonight.
Joe Lutz is in the building. Thank you for tuning in to the stream, Joe. Big subscriber of mine. Ian, I want to get into your prediction on the game. Who's going to win and why?
Yeah, I'm going Chicago Bears. I'm going Bears. I'm going to ride with the Bears D, ride with Matt Nagy in this home crowd. I got them in a close one. Final score, 27 Bears, 24 Vikings.
I'm going to go with the Vikings. I'm going to go against conventional wisdom here. I'm going to go against the home team. I like the Vikings' talent. I think they will find a way to get the job done in Chicago. I like the Vikings in this one in a tight game. If you look at the Bears' schedule, they have played a very soft schedule this year. They have not beaten any great opponents, and I think the Vikings have played a much tougher schedule, and I just think they're the better football team. So I like the Vikings to come out on top in a close game here.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what kind of happens because the Vikings defense has underperformed this season, but they're still a great group of guys, on that Vikings defense.
Well, the Vikings can still get lit up like a Christmas tree, man. I mean, you look at Nick Foles lit up this Vikings defense. They had a soft schedule last year with Case Keenum. You keep, shitting on the Chicago Bears schedule, but what's Minnesota's best win this year?
You know what? We talk. I wasn't
who
gonna,
is their best win, honest?
I wasn't gonna do this, but I'm gonna move it aside so we can look at the schedule, and I'll tell you who their best win was. Hold on 1 second.
Please tell me.
Let me pull it up.
Sir. Please.
I thought I had it. Maybe I don't. I thought I had the schedule here, but maybe I don't. I'm sorry, guys.
Well, what are some of your guys' thoughts on today's action for not only Chris and Spencer, but everybody else in the chat?
Well, my thoughts on the action today are how great is Leighton Vander Esch? How ironic is it, JC, that he had the interception over Calvin Ridley, who Dallas fans wanted? Freaking Leighton Vander Esch putting in work today. He could be the defensive player of the year. The Dallas Cowboys are the most likable team that they've ever been.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You're a Giants fan. We just came off our second monumental victory, and you're talking Dallas Cowboys? We're 3-7.
Monumental? You're 3-7.
Hold on, Chris. Monumental victory. You beat the Bucks.
We're
Winston could have thrown for 1,000 yards.
We're 3-7. We got 2 in a row. We're going for 3. We're trying to beat the Philadelphia Eagles, a team we haven't beaten in a decade. And I got to hear you talking about the Dallas Cowboys?
Because Chris, they're a relevant 5-5. The Giants are eliminated from postseason play. I mean, stop living you're living in Copizzle land, bro. I mean, it's unbelievable. Chris, why do you want to be let down? The season's over. I've punted Baxter a long time ago.
Chris.
Wow.
I know you're pumped up. It's because the team hasn't won in a long time. I get that. I get that you're pumped. But And I know you still live in the fantasy that you guys can still go on a run.
I don't mean to interrupt you. I just want to say hello to a couple people, show them some respect for tuning in. Mo Vlogs was in my stream earlier today. Thank you for tuning into the stream. Joe Lutz, I think I said hello, but hello again. Bavit is in the building. Now let me hear you bash my New York Giants. Go ahead. Let me hear it.
Yeah, I thought you were trying to change the subject there for a second, but I'm not going to forget. New York Giants, okay. You think that they still have an opportunity to make the playoffs, but they play in the NFC, the tougher conference. That's number one. Number two, you keep talking about the last two wins. They beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, horrible team. They beat the San Francisco 49ers without their starting quarterback, without their starting running back, with nobody else on offense or defense other than DeForest Buckner and that front seven. The point is that the Giants they won the games, but they barely squeaked by two of the worst teams in the league. You have to win out to go 9-7.
Okay. And it will be good enough. Now let me explain why I think the Giants have a chance. I am not picking the Giants. I don't think they have a good chance, but I think it is a possibility. Here is the explanation. For one, all right, Spencer, stop shaking your head. For one, they have 3 divisional games left. Alex Smith just went down with injury. That team is about to crumble. I think you both agree with that. We'll start with that.
Fair enough.
Okay. The Cowboys are 2 games ahead of us, but they still have the Saints on their schedule. Okay. I think they will lose that game. Okay, is that fair?
Yeah, I guess it's fair, but you can pretty much say that every team's going to lose at least one game.
Okay, but my point is the Giants, of all the teams in the division, they have the weakest schedule left. There's no doubt about it. If you look at the schedule, the Eagles have the Rams on their schedule. I will say this: if the Giants can beat Philly next week, which I am not picking them to do right now in Philly because they haven't done it in 10 years. But if they can beat the Eagles and get to 4-7, they become relevant. I will say that right now. If they can win that football game.
Well, I doubt they'll beat Philly. When's the last time that they? And the one takeaway you can honestly say is that Eli Manning has surprised a lot of people by how well he's played. I mean, I was one of these guys saying that he should retire, that Eli Manning absolutely sucks, but he was flat out phenomenal. He only missed one throw today.
And it hit Barkley in the hands, by the way.
Looked like a player. I'm not, and it's going to be annoying. A lot of Giants fans, when you say that, are like, oh, are you going to extend him for another season? I mean, Eli Manning, he might be able to play one more year in this league, and he's probably not going to be on the Giants next year, or maybe he could start 2 games next year, but he's earned himself another year in the pipe. He throws the ball.
I think Spencer's dropping out.
Perfect. It was 17 for 18.
Yeah.
There was great velocity on the throws today from Eli.
You were dropping out there, Spence. Are you on the 5G network?
Yes, I am. I'm sorry.
I think he's switching networks.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Spencer was kind of going in and out.
All right, go ahead, JC. We'll let you talk. If it starts to break up, we'll probably cut it down to 2 people just because I want it to go smooth, and and then Spencer could always come in the second half. But JC, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
No, just to add on your Giants point. You said that they become relevant if they beat the Philadelphia Eagles. They would be 4-7. That's 3 games under 500.
But no, I'm saying relevant in their division. Because I look at it like the Reds. I think they are in the race for the division if they beat the Eagles next week. They get to 4-7. The Eagles. Okay, here it is. The Cowboys are playing the Redskins next week. I expect the Cowboys to win that game. If the Cowboys win, they're both 6-5. If the Giants beat the Eagles, they're at 4-7. They're 2 games out, and they still have a game with the Cowboys and Eagles left on the schedule. So to say they're out of it if they win that Eagles game is wrong. They'd be 2 games out. They still have 2 divisional games left, and they have and the Bears are tough. There's no doubt about it, but it is in New York. I give them a chance to win that game, and they have the Colts and Titans, 2 teams they could beat.
Chris, can you hear me?
I'm not saying they're going to do this. My point is I have not given up on the season yet.
Chris, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
The Cowboys are 2-0 in the division, and the Giants are 0-3 in the NFC East. They ain't win no tie breaks, son. They're not winning no tie breaks. You need the Cowboys.
This is basically going
back. Also, let me tell you, the Giants have the Bears left on the schedule, and they have the Colts to go to Indianapolis. You're not winning in Indianapolis. That's never going to happen. Andrew Luck's the best quarterback in football. Are you out of your mind? There's no way they're beating the Colts.
We'll see.
No.
We'll see. Let's take it 1 week at a time. But Spencer, I think it is. I think we're gonna just go with 2 because it is breaking up too much. I think we're gonna bring you in the second half because I want it to go smooth. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll jump off at halftime, and then Spencer, you can just.
Spencer,
Do you want?
Yeah, because it's breaking up too much. I want it to come in smoother. I don't want to annoy the people in here. Spencer, you heard me? There we go. Okay, drop that. All right, let me.
Wait, can I try to change networks?
Yeah. Try to change networks real quick.
Let me change. If it doesn't work, then it's fine.
All right. So let's address the chat a little bit. Mo Vlogs, I appreciate the subscription. Thank you very much. Joe Lutz, the man rover, a fake Giants fan. No way around it. He keeps piping up the Cowboys. Like, come on now. They're coming at you in the chat, Rover. Bavit says we need.
Call it how it is.
We need someone to kick the.
I agree with Rover Sports right here.
Well, yeah, no, I'm not. Again, I am not saying it is going to happen. My point is if you're a Giants fan, at least you have a glimmer of hope. That is all I am saying.
But I mean, the Jets aren't mathematically eliminated from the AFC East, but yet we still have an opportunity to.
Yes, but you can't win your division. The Giants theoretically can. We play in a much weaker division.
Theoretically, the Jets can win as well.
But
we know.
JC, I'm done because I don't want to get my heart broken again. Like, my heart's already done. It's out.
You're numb to the pain.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have any expectations. I love seeing the offense today. It was really pretty to see Saquon get some running yards today.
Well, I will say this. With the New York Giants win, the Jets now bumped up in front of them in the draft. So, theoretically, Chris, if the draft was tomorrow, we'd be picking 4th, and you guys would be picking 5th. So,
well, I hope by the end of the year we pick 32nd, because that's my mindset as a Giants fan. I never want to tank. I never want to drop in the draft. I want to win as many games as I possibly can. I never think about the draft until after the season.
You're 1,000,000% correct, and Pat Shurmur is actually getting better every game, which is actually nice to see. I mean, his play is really good.
But they're playing the bottom feeders.
Well, you always get, but JC, one time out of your mouth, it's like the Bears are beating everybody on their schedule. But now you're like the Giants are not playing anybody good. I mean, this team's getting better. Saquon Barkley's getting better. I mean, they definitively have beaten the Bucs today. So
yeah, if you watch the game and you're being fair, that Bucs game was not nearly as close as the score. The Giants dominated that game.
Exactly, onside kick, BS at the end of the game. Exactly right.
But the problem is, the Bears play a weak schedule, but they're winning games by big margins. The Giants play a weak schedule, and they're losing all these games and barely squeaking by the bad teams that they play. That's the difference.
But the offense is something that we have an offensive coach, and our quarterback and running game is actually looking really good.
What you got to be encouraged by is the Giants finally have made it a point these last 2 games to establish the running game. And you have seen the effects it has had in the play-action pass. Eli completed 17 of 18 today. I got to say, I don't know the numbers offhand, but at least 10 of those completions had to be out of the play action. And he was hitting throws down the field because they didn't know whether they were going to run a pass. So it's about time the Giants finally establish the run. So that is what I'm positive about. If they stick to that game plan and they can continue to run block decently, the Giants have a chance to beat some good football teams. I truly believe that.
I believe it too. You're 1,000,000% correct. Because then Eli Manning, you're not giving him sacks. You're not letting him be under pressure. And he had the confidence to air the ball out to Odell today. He was throwing the ball down the field. The arm strength looked really good. He threw the ball really well today, as good as anybody that I saw today in the league.
Yeah. What's going on, New York Rangers Mets fan? Thank you for tuning into the stream. Ventura Variety is in the stream. So let's get in. Go ahead, JC. You wanted to say something. Go ahead. Jump right in.
No, I just wanted to say hello to that Mets fan. He was actually in the Jets in my stream earlier on today. So I just want to give him a quick little shout out and just to say that we appreciate him stopping by and saying what's up.
Hey. Absolutely. I want to thank everybody for stopping by. This is a new channel. We're trying to get it off the ground. This is our first joint live stream. We apologize for the breaking up, but we hope the voices are coming through properly. And
I hope it is better. Hey, and Chris, I mean, today the Jaguars defense played perfectly, but Blake Bortles is so bad they couldn't even beat the Steelers today. I mean, that was a one takeaway for me.
But I think we talked enough about the Giants now. I think let's talk about this football game. You got two great teams here. One of them is 5-3-1. The other is 6-3. Big divisional matchup. This game very well may decide, probably will decide who wins this division. In Chicago, I am pumped for this football game. You don't get much better than this. Tomorrow night is going to be even better. I mean, these two night games they have on the schedule this week are phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Tonight's game is going to be terrific. I can't wait to see the Bears offense. I want to see this Viking secondary, if they can step up with Harrison Smith, Xavier Rhodes, and Zendejo. They've played a lot of football together. It's time to put up or shut up if you're a Vikings fan and you still have dreams of going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Go ahead, JC.
Yeah, no, I was just going to address the Bears defense real quick. I mean, they have so many playmakers. They have speed. They have power under Vic Fangio. It's really a treat to watch. I just can't wait for this matchup. Divisional rivalry in Chicago. The Jets just kind of remind me of the Bears a few years back, when they had Rex Ryan. So I'm going to be pulling for Chicago tonight, and I got them winning the game.
It's gonna be a good game. I'm pulling for Chicago, actually. Well, I don't know who I'm pulling for because I did pick the Vikings. I did pick the Vikings to go to the Super Bowl preseason, but I do like one of our subscribers who is a big Chicago Bears fan. So I'm kind of torn. I'm kind of torn here who to root for.
Nathan Hill?
Yeah, Nathan Hill. He's a great guy. So I'm kind of torn here. Yeah, I like Nathan a lot.
Hey, by the way, your Chargers are just, gosh, are they terrible?
Are they terrible?
They lost to the Broncos today. They let Case Keenum go in there and absolutely wipe them off the freaking field.
They lost by 1 point.
Anthony Lynn is a joke. Joke.
Movlog's cool. Yeah, of course we like you. You're a subscriber. You were extremely nice to me in my live stream today. Of course we like you.
I don't really like him. I'm kidding.
So we got Al. How old is Al Michaels now? I'm watching this guy.
Wait, here's the slide. He's going to slide in. Watch the slide of Collinsworth, guys. Watch it. It's brilliant to watch every week. It's going to happen.
I'm looking for the slide. Where's the slide?
Here comes the slide. Come on, Chris. I'm telling you, keep your eyes on it.
Al Michaels, he's been doing this forever, but he's so good at calling games. He really is.
Oh, he is so.
Hey, for everybody in the chat, do you guys like the Bears' new orange uniforms? I think they're pretty sweet.
Yeah, I like the orange uniforms too. They do look nice.
Yeah, I love here's the slide. There it is. The monsters of the Midway. I like also the Bears' best blue uniforms, so I'm down with any Chicago Bear uniforms, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's classic. This is a classic matchup in the frigid Soldier Field. Finally, the Bears are relevant again, and I never thought the Bears would have a head coach exactly like Matt Nagy, because I thought Nagy's more of a West Coast soft kind of a coordinator, meaning like it's all offense and fireworks. I never knew that could work in Chicago. Mike Ditka, the Cold. It just didn't seem like a match made in heaven. You know what I mean? But it's working.
That I'm just reading the chat there. New York Ranger Met fan says orange is his favorite color. That makes sense. And I'm glad that you're a Met fan because me and Ian are long-suffering Met fans. So welcome to the club, and hopefully the Mets this year could start to win some games for us.
Will it happen? Probably not, but can we be optimistic? Sure.
I'm optimistic every year about my Mets. You know, it's like a disease. So here we go. The game is
almost like the Giants' disease.
Yeah.
Giants at least won. The Giants won.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. New sub here, Mark Israel. New sub here. Great live stream today, JC. Keep up the good work. This guy knows his stuff. Yeah, and JC's the best. If any of my subscribers that are here, please check out his channel. The link will be in the description. He's doing a great thing over there, talking New York Jets, knows a lot about football, and I'm excited to be starting this channel with him and Rover Sports, two of the best football YouTubers there are. So this is going to be a dynamite channel. We're getting it off the ground. We really appreciate you guys for being a part of this live stream.
Amen. I can't wait for this football game to start. Chris, I wanted to ask you, what's a more disappointing game today? The Panthers losing or the Jags blowing a 9-0 lead where their defense is playing great?
Actually, to me, the most shocking loss for me personally is the Chargers. I really didn't think the Chargers would lose that football game. Actually, believe it or not, you can go look at our videos. I was telling them before we went live, I only missed on one game today. That was the Charger game. I hit on every other game. I think I was 10 and I think I was 10-1.
And by the way, JC, the Cardinals really disappointed me. Their defense let us down today. It was really bad.
I know. I thought we had that. We had that one in the bag because Rosen looked good to start off the game. I mean, he threw that pick, but then he bounced back with 2 nice touchdown passes. It's frustrating.
Well, JC, Ricky Seals-Jones block messed us up. Also, Wilkes had timeouts at the end of the game. He let the Raiders wind it right down too.
God, I personally would get out of Wilkes. Like, I'm done with Wilkes. Done with him.
You know, I love seeing Chucky happy though. That was such a beautiful sight after he was fighting with Derek Carr. I mean, that was just beautiful to see that.
I just want to find out everybody's team in the chat. I know a bunch of my subs, probably a couple of my subs came over. I know there's a couple of Giants fans. I want to find out who's everyone's team, who you're rooting for, and who you're rooting for in this game. But who's your favorite team in the chat? I want to get to know you guys a little bit better, so we can talk a little bit. So this game's getting ready to go. We'll see who starts with the ball. I'm excited. I think it's gonna be a very good game. 2 good defenses. It comes down to time of possession for me. Who's gonna win the time of possession? That's it in this game, in my opinion. Which team will break first?
I mean, me personally, I think if I'm Chicago, I'm coming out swinging. Just aerial raid, shotgun, get the ball, put it out in the flats to Tariq Cohen. Get these guys involved, spread it around early. If I'm the Bears, that's what I'm doing. I'm striking fast.
Yeah. Best Savage in the building, big Giant fan. We got Ventura, who's a Pittsburgh fan, Kinko, Jets fan. Another person, big fan of JC, they say there, Tony Phil. We are excited to watch this game with you. Go ahead, Rover.
If I'm the Vikings, I'm using Adam Thielen. I'm using a lot of double moves. I'm running the ball with Latavius Murray. I'm really trying to target Adam Thielen. I'm targeting Kyle Rudolph. I'm playing with a little bit of pace as well. And if you're Kirk, you got to be aggressive. When you don't want to give the ball back to Chicago too often. And if I'm also Minnesota, I'm going to be blitzing Mitchell Trubisky a lot. I'm going to be mixing a lot of coverages on this young quarterback, and I'm going to be taking a lot of chances in this football game. I'm not going to be playing on my heels.
Right. No, I agree with you. I completely agree with you. You want to take it to him.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to get the home crowd out of it early on, because if the Vikings could get up to a 10, 14-point lead in the first quarter, the fans are going to be out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this. The Vikings get the rock first, a chance to set the tone.
All right, but you know what we'll do? We'll alternate possessions. I'll start with the lead. You guys be the color guys, and then we'll rotate. Okay?
I love it. Can I get the Bears' first possession?
And then we'll let JC take the third possession, just so we don't talk over each other. You guys, of course, you guys obviously jump in, as color commentators, but I'll do the play-by-play.
All right, I'm gonna go get some more sparkling water. I'll be right back.
Go do your thing. Ventura, we actually answered that earlier. Ventura, we said I picked the Vikings, and Spencer and Ian both took the Bears.
Put those thumbs up.
Yeah, if you can, hit the thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. We're new. We're trying to get this channel on the map. And if you are interested in our content, our links will be in the description below.
Yeah, and I want to, again, hit that like button, please. Hit that like button. Subscribe, please.
Hold on one second. Spence, I got to go to the bathroom 1 second.
Well, I'll announce the game then.
All right.
Kickoff on the way. I'll do the first drive, and the kickoff is into the end zone. It is a touchback, and out on the field comes the Minnesota Vikings with Kirk Cousins from Michigan State, Dalvin Cook from Florida State, Adam Thielen from the University of Minnesota State, Stephon Diggs from Maryland, Laquan Treadwell, Ole Miss. They paid him off to come there. Kyle Rudolph is Notre Dame. Tom Compton, I don't care. Pat Eflin at Ohio State, and a lot of guys that I don't really care about. Kirk Cousins in the shotgun. Has Dalvin Cook behind him? Does Dalvin Cook hang out with bad people? Who knows? That's why he was drafted in the second round. Kirk Cousins is in the shotgun. Kirk takes the snap, looking back, dropping back, throws, and it's complete. Completed pass to Diggs, going up around the 34-yard line, a gain of about 8 yards on the play.
All right, I'm back, Spencer. How are we looking so far?
Was that an excellent call? I think that was just excellent. Can I continue this drive?
Yeah, I'll take over for the Bears.
All right, Kirk Cousins in the eye, 2nd and 2. Ball on the 34-yard line. Kirk Cousins assessing play.
Nice tackle there by the Bears there.
Oh, come on, bro.
He got a first down, 1st and 10.
Well, you're always ahead of me. It's unbelievable. I'm always in China land with this.
Oh, my bad. Oh, my bad.
Wait, AC, the guy is spotting the ball. I'm always behind. I don't get it. I'm always lagging behind. So Kirk Cousins is in the huddle for me right now. DeFilippo was shown.
You're a good 3 seconds behind me.
How about you, JC? Where are you at?
I'm Kirk Cousins is under center right now.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
You got to pick it up.
All right, I'll do. You know what? Then I don't want anything to get confusing. Me and JC will alternate the play-by-play. You could be the color guy. React to the plays after they happen. Because I don't want to rewind it either, because then the people are going to be ahead of us.
Did you just see that play?
Yeah, of course.
That was a nightmare of all nightmares.
Bears are getting the ball there, 3 and out for the Vikings, and they are about to punt it away, guys. Sorry for the mix-up. We're still getting used to the three-person commentary here. So Wiley about to punt it away to the Chicago Bears here in Chicago after the 3 and out, 0-0, no score. The 5-3-1 Vikings versus the 6-3 Chicago Bears. Here's the snap, and the punt is away.
That was disgusting.
Fair catch called, and they'll have it at the 21. So the Bears will start their drive at their own 21.
That 3rd and 1 was so disgusting. I mean, they completely got abused at the point of attack. What an embarrassing mistake early in the game. You've got to hit those. 3rd and 1 should be automatic. That is really a terrible, terrible sight going forward if that is going to be an occurring case, because that was just pitiful.
We got a Bears fan in the house. AF the Bears fan. Welcome to the live stream, buddy. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't hit that like button, please do. Hit that sub button. And the Bears come to the line of scrimmage. Trubisky under center. Running back in motion. Left. Tariq Cohen. 1st and 10. And he's going to hand to Cohen. Cohen on the end around. And he's going to pick up 5. Good first play there. 2nd and 5 coming up. What do you guys think there, JC? You like that play call?
I do. It's, when you watch Matt Nagy, when you watch Helfrich, they send a lot of guys in motion pre-snap to try to get the defense confused, try to get them thinking about something else. Expect to see that a lot tonight, from the Bears offense as a whole, whether it's wide receivers coming in, running backs being, motioned outside, having a lot of guys flashing behind the line of scrimmage, and, we'll see what happens here, 2nd and 5.
All right, here we go. Trubisky under center again, man in motion. Looks like Howard, I think, in the backfield.
I like it. Let's smash it up the gut.
Hands to Howard, and he is stuffed behind the line of scrimmage by Harrison Smith for a 1-yard loss.
Oh, my gosh, what an amazing play. Harrison came from all the way back there, and that's why he's so smart. His instincts, this player from, I believe it's Notre Dame, he's an amazing, amazing player because of his instincts, and he comes right in. Mitchell Trubisky's got to use a different snap count there because he needs to.
Here we go. Trubisky in the shotgun, 3rd and 7. Don't mean to cut you off, Spencer. I just don't want the play to get interrupted.
Okay, go ahead.
Calls an audible. 4 wide receivers said he's got a running back to his left, 3rd and 7 from their own 24. Trubisky back to pass. Here comes the rush. They get to him. He gets out of it. He's going to try to run. He's got room. And he's going to get the first. What a play by Trubisky as he was about to get wrapped up for a 4-yard loss. He makes a 10-yard gain out of it, and 1st down, Chicago Bears. What a great play there, guys.
Yeah, Mitch Trubisky, he's one of those guys like Alex Smith, like Andy Dalton, like Ryan Tannehill, where they are a dual-threat quarterback, but nobody labels them as dual-threat quarterbacks. So Trubisky, you see his mobility on firsthand right there, what he can do, what he can provide for an offense.
Here comes
You also
Trubisky.
see the toughness of Trubisky as well. Teammates love playing for this guy.
Here comes Trubisky, man in motion. Here comes the pitch. End around pitch. Another trick play here, and he's got room to run. He's going to go for about 20 yards. Huge gain as the Bears continue to thrive and drive on this drive. Spencer, tell me your thoughts on that call.
I love the call because you're tiring them. When you go sideline to sideline, your goal is to get them tired. That's why you're running screens, because early in the game, they're not going to be able to last for 4 quarters because these big men are running, you know? It's all about conditioning, and the Vikings' conditioning is going to get tested. That's why you stretch it to the edge. And then you start pounding them in the 4th quarter with Jordan Howard, and that's how you win a game. It's all an end game.
Here comes Trubisky at the line of scrimmage. He's going to hand to Howard. Howard with a cut. He's got room to run. He's going to pick up 7 yards. Good tough run there on first down.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Wow, what a block by Whitehair. Go ahead, JC.
Yeah, beautiful call. Just to keep them honest, right up the middle, just, we're going to have a little basic. Ooh, a hurry up. This is an underrated quality.
Wow, hurry up offense.
Hey, let's go bootleg, please.
There it is. Play action.
Bootleg outright.
Looking deep. He's going to dump it off.
Okay, smart.
And that's going to be a first down, Chicago
I love
Bears.
that. I love that call. What a call there by Matt Nagy. That is brilliant. Brilliant. And I'm glad we didn't get a block in the back there on 87. Huge play. We're staying ahead in the chains. Mitchell there taking what is given to him, not forcing it. Fantastic.
By the way, I know my video is lagging. If you guys want me to, if it annoys you guys, I can take the video off and it'll just show those two. You'll hear my voice. It's up to you guys. If you want that, let me know.
Can we adjust it? Can you guys rewind your games back or something so we're on path or what?
Maybe in a stoppage and play. Here we go. Shotgun formation. Back to pass. Trubisky looking. He's got a man. 6-yard gain. Quick pass. We're gonna have a 2nd and 4 going up. Good safe throw there, JC.
Yeah, for sure. One of the things that stands out for me in this drive. Not only did they're sprinkling in a little bit of everything. They're running up the middle. They're doing some trickery. They're speeding it up. They're going up tempo. But one positive thing that sticks out to me, they haven't gone backwards. They haven't had a negative play this whole drive. They've continued to fall forward.
Here comes the snap. Play action pass. Looking. Big completion. All the way down to the Vikings 16. This Bears offense looks terrific coming out of the gate.
Oh, yeah. Is that Anthony? I want Anthony to play. It's Taylor. Gabriel.
Good quick start to this game for the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, Mitchell Trubisky will never win. People will just say it's because of Matt Nagy's a genius, but this guy's a baller.
Another end around. And he's going to get stuffed for a 1-yard loss there. We'll have a 2nd and 11 coming up. The Vikings were ready for it that time.
That's Anthony Miller, too. Damn it. What a great play there by Everson Griffin, who is finally psychologically healthy.
We've already seen 3 end-arounds on the first drive. I don't think the Giants have run 3 end-arounds all year. The Chicago Bears offense is very innovative. We got 7:37 to go, first quarter.
Let's hit Trey Burton, JC, over the middle, baby. Post route to the tight end, right in the middle of the field.
All right, here we go. Trubisky.
Right up the hash mark.
You like the tight end down the middle here? Let's see what they call up here.
Post route. Let's go. Trey Burton time, baby. TB time.
All right, here we go. He's got a four wide receiver set. He's got Howard to his right.
Play action pass. I'm telling you.
Here's where you can strike the end zone. I know we just had a penalty right here, but 2nd and 16.
Go! Damn.
Timeout. There's a timeout. G-Men 409 in the house. And Best Savage, no, Spencer is a Giants fan. A long-suffering Giants fan from Philadelphia. He's got his beers. He's got his football. What? What'd you say? What'd you say, Ian?
You won 2 Super Bowls. You're not long-suffering.
No. I didn't mean because he's a Giant fan. I meant because he's from Philadelphia.
Yeah, you're right. Long-suffering's like a Bills or a Dolphins fan that wasn't born, or maybe a Lions fan.
IMTV power move. The Bears have the ball, and they are deep in Vikings territory. They have a 2nd and 11 coming up at the 16. We're in commercial break after the timeout.
I'm stuck on 16 viewers, but I'm telling you, we probably got more than that.
If you can, hit those likes. We're trying to build this puppy up. We're trying to get this channel off the ground. Hit that sub button.
Hit the sub. The sub's even more important.
What kind of accent was that?
More importante. It's a little bit like The Godfather.
Spencer's a man with many accents. Some videos he has a Southern accent. Then he has his Northeastern accent.
I got to change it for the play-by-play.
Matthew Farrier, we answered that earlier, but I have the Vikings. They both have the Bears.
So it's 2nd and 11 coming up, JC. I go play action here with Trubisky.
No,
I have Tariq Cohen rolling to. I have Tariq Cohen rolling to the right, but I go up the seam to Trey Burton as my first read, and then I go leak it out to Cohen, setting up 3rd and 4. That's what I would do.
Mo Vlogs, the other guy's Jet Central, so please subscribe to his channel as well. He said he hit you up with a sub ready, Spence.
Hey, Mo Vlogs is the man. Thank you so much. You're fantastic already.
Here's what I'm doing. I'm stacking 3 guys left of the line of scrimmage. I'm having the guy on the outside, the far outside, go 5 and out. Guy in the middle, I'm gonna fake the bubble screen to him, and then the guy on the inside, I'm gonna have him do the opposite of a post route, so go to the pylon.
Yeah.
So,
you're good.
Central, go ahead.
Is it lag?
I hear you.
Is it lagging still right now?
No, Central. You're talking about going to the pylon. I like that, but you might be on the short side of the field. You don't. What hash are you on?
What hash are they on? I don't know. It was that commercial break.
That's why it could be a problem, but I like it. So you fake the screen. I would do bunch sets, fake the screen, and have
you line up 3 to the left side of the field. You got the guy on the inside going to the pot. You got the guy in the middle.
About to snap it.
Doing a little slant. Oh, that's brilliant. Let's see if we call it.
2nd and 11 from the right hash. Trubisky back to pass. He's looking. He gets sacked up. They come with a 6-man blitz, and they just eat him up. Trubisky goes down for about a 5-yard loss.
It was a 5-man blitz, and 78, the right guard didn't pick it up.
All right, 5-6. I missed the guy. My apologies, Spence.
Well, you know what? I'm always going to be that annoying grammar Nazi dude because I'm always lagging behind you. I'm fact-checking you.
Here
it comes, 3rd and 16 for Trubisky. Big play coming up for the Chicago Bears.
This is going to be just a quick. This could be a quick screen just to get the ball out of.
Get the field goal. Don't try anything crazy.
And exactly what JC just said. He dumps it off for about a 6-yard gain to the left, and the Bears will be setting up for a 3-point field goal.
Hell of a drive, and look at how much time you took off the clock. I mean,
exactly, staying in bounds, running the ball effectively. Beautiful job by Nagy.
JC, the thing I love is that the Bears don't go too fast. Like, they're not one-dimensional. Like, they'll be lined up to go, but the clock is always running. So
about to attempt the kick here. 33-yard field goal here for the Bears.
This guy sucks all year.
Snap is good. Kick is good. 3-0 Chicago as they jump out to the early lead. Nathan Hill, we see you back in the chat. Adam Hoskins, what's going on? Thank you for tuning into the live stream, Adam. We are excited to be sharing this game with you guys.
Thank you so much, Pete.
So you want
great offensive drive.
Oh yeah, no, I mean you had everything in that drive. You had the trick plays, you had the 3 end-arounds, you had the nice quick passes. They mixed it up, play action here and there.
So I don't know about Chris, but like another thing that I just want to bring up. Is look at the other side of the your other side of the team, right? The Bears defense literally played 3 plays, and we're halfway through the first quarter. This Bears defense is still completely well rested.
Yes, great point.
Cousins is.
That's what we said at the beginning of the game. A big thing we were concerned with was the time of possession. And the Bears really are got to be way up in the time of possession after that. I would say 8-2 probably.
But I think that the Vikings are doing a great job getting pressure on Trubisky, though.
No, Trubisky did a great job of extending some plays. That huge run he had when they got the blitz there. You're absolutely right about that. The Vikings are getting to the quarterback.
And the 5-man blitz was a great call. And plus, I can't blame the Vikings. It's 3rd and 1, and their offensive line failed them in a miserable way on 3rd and 1.
The Best Savage says, let's smack the Eagles next week. You're damn right, let's smack the Eagles next week. I'm sick and tired of that team.
Kick them out of their misery.
All I know is beer, Sunday sauce, and my man Saquon Barkley, Joe Lutz says. I like it. Got some Giant fans in the house.
That is always a good thing.
So you want to try? See, I don't want to fall too far behind because I already heard some of the people say we were behind them already. So I don't want to fall too far behind the people watching us. That's the problem.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
All right, I'll just listen then. It's all good.
Yeah, you can just chime in after. We'll let JC.
Yeah, it's like a radio broadcast.
JC, you want to take over the play calling on this drive?
Yeah, I could do that.
And then I get the Bears next.
Well, you're behind.
That's what makes it fun for me.
Fat Matt is in the house. What is going on, Fat Matt? Tim, number one romantic. What is going on?
Watching. I'm enjoying it.
Dude, I first glance, I literally thought those were leaves on the field. And I'm like, what is going on right now?
Yeah, it does kind of look like it. You're right.
All right, so the Bears are kicking off after getting that field goal. Squibbed it, actually. Stand down.
What are they doing? What is that? What is that?
That is just trying to be trying to outsmart the league, right there.
That's getting too cute there. That's getting way too cute.
Cody Parkey he just can't have nice things.
Well, that was a special teams call right there.
Oh no, that was definitely designed. I just don't understand why you do that there. That's just getting way too cute.
I know. I mean, Amir Abdullah's barely been on. It's not like you have Devin Hester back there for the Vikings.
What is that? What is that coach pumping his fist for? For our 33-yard field goal? He's acting like they won the Super Bowl.
I like that, dude. I like that right there. Get you guys hyped up.
That guy looks like he's from Ireland and just got out of a pub fight.
Yeah, so Kirk Cousins hands the ball off to Dalvin Cook from the shotgun. Pickup of, what did you say, 2-3 right there?
Yeah, 2 yards, I think. 2 yards.
Pretty designed by Flip there.
Bears were ready for it, though. Bears were ready for it.
This is a 3-4 defense in the most historical sense of the word.
Vic Fangio is a beast. I love Vic Fangio. So Kirk Cousins lines up in the shotgun, 2nd and 8. You got 2 men to the right of the screen, 3 up top. Look for them to target Stephon Diggs in this drive, trying to get him going early. But he passes out to the outside to Dalvin Cook for a pickup of 4 or 5 yards. Looking at about like a 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3.
Yeah, nice safe throw there. Bring up a 3rd and manageable. Good call. So what do you do here? 3rd and 3 against this defense. I don't think you run it here, right? They got a good run defense. It's going to be tough to pick up the 3.
You just failed running it.
Yeah.
See, I don't like lining up in an empty set. I prefer to have a running back because if the Bears blitz, it's just going to be a free shot to the quarterback. If they bring that extra guy. But look for Kirk Cousins to get the ball out of his hands quickly here.
And look at the 3 guys on the left.
Broken up there. Oh, they called it interference.
That's a late flag. That is a late flag.
Late flag, but as a Vikings fan, I would take it. I picked the Vikings, so I guess I'm kind of rooting for the Vikings. I don't know who to root for.
Watch the hands and the shoulder pads and see if that's the case.
Let's take a look. What are you eating?
Wow, you guys are allowed to eat. I'm eating miso soup. I got hibachi tonight. Okay. Hibachi's coming into the crib. A little steak. I'm not a chicken guy. I'm steak and shrimp all the way with a little fried rice and throw that soy sauce all down on that fried rice.
1st and 10. Here we go. Ooh,
baby.
Rolling out, throwing deep. He's got a man. Oh, he just missed Stephon Diggs.
If Cousins set on that play, he would have had him. But he kept on running. He couldn't get his shoulders.
Late, Kirk.
Oh, what a move by Diggs there. You see that? The little stop and go. He froze the defender.
Kirk needs to set his feet earlier on. He would have had that throw.
He had to throw it quickly, and he put too much air under it.
Yeah.
God. Cousins coming out here in the shotgun.
Love the call from Flippy, though.
Another handoff. A lot of room to run. He's going to pick up, what did he get, 8 there?
Wow.
Yeah, I would say so. Flip is such a creative play caller. I like that about Flip,
Wow.
Now you're kind of in 4-down territory here, right? Because it's kind of no man's land. You got a 3rd and 2 coming up. What do they got it at the 35?
Yeah, and who do the Vikings have as their kicker? Blair Walsh or something? It's not anybody good. So if you miss this kick, it's a lot of pressure, but it's 3-0 right now.
Oh, I don't mean to interrupt. They got it at the 30 actually. So no, it's they'd kick the field goal if they don't get this. Mr. Caspers, welcome to the stream, man.
Roll Kirk out. Please roll him out.
I'd run the ball here to Cook.
I agree with you, and that's exactly what they do. Room to run. He's gonna get the first down easily.
Wow. He checked it. He checked at the line there. Look at Cook, by the way. He ran it. He didn't run to his blocking. He ran to the other side of the formation, too.
Look at Cousins calling out the audibles there, like he's a third base coach.
I love. That's brilliant, isn't that?
Yeah. We got a. I'll just do the play calling because I don't want us to stumble over each other. All right, we got Cousins under center here. 3:07 to go, first quarter. Latavius Murray in the backfield. Stephon Diggs in motion, going from right to left. We got a 3 wide receiver set on the left. Motion's back. Hand off to Murray. Murray's got room to run. He's gonna pick up 6. Good hard running there, guys.
Wow.
Second and 4.
But Roquan actually did a great job of halting that. That dude had so much momentum. Nobody touched him till Roquan did, but Roquan put him to the ground. It was a hell of a play by Roquan Smith.
Great tackle, great blocking, good hard running, just good football all around, guys.
Roquan's a beast.
Second and 4. What are you drawing up here, JC? I know you like to think in the mind of a coach.
I would do out of this formation, I personally would do a slant out of the a 3-step drop back, but in this formation, you can't really do that.
Hand off to Murray, and he is stuffed, and that is why you listen to JC. We're going to have a 3rd and 5 after the 1-yard loss.
D. Phillip and me and D. Phillip have to sit down and talk offense. I don't know what he's doing running there.
No, come on, JC. You got to have some balance. I mean, you're having a lot of success running the ball.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
but you got to.
I had no problem with the call.
Mr. Casper, yeah, he's eating miso soup. Who does that? He's eating miso soup on a live stream.
Well, I'm 10 hours behind you anyway.
Hey, here's where you can throw it to the outside. Have a little 5 and out to Thielen.
Please. Yes, to the left, left.
All right, Bears send 3 and a completion there to Kyle Rudolph, the long-time tight end for the Minnesota Vikings. Nice little throw there by Cousins.
Yeah!
5 and out, baby. 5 and out.
Fantasy points, baby.
Well, you start Rudolph?
Yeah, I did. He's having a hell of a season.
Yeah, well, Cousins always. You look at over the course of history over Cousins' career, he has always favored the tight ends.
JC, let's go fullback and a running back and a play action bootleg for Kirk to the right.
Here comes a handoff, and he is stuffed. It's a fumble.
Fumbled it.
And I think the Bears got it, guys. I think the Bears came up with that ball. Let's see. We're waiting for the.
Oh, no.
And the Bears recover the fumble deep in their own territory. A huge turnover deep in the red zone.
Oh, my God.
Huge.
Those are the types of plays that – and who's number 52?
Khalil Mack.
Khalil Mack with a huge play. Wow.
He almost took it.
Wow.
Dalvin Cook, what a terrible mistake.
I think that was more of a play by Mack.
I agree with you. Mack made that play.
No, you as a running back, you can never give the running back an excuse to fumble the ball. Never, ever, ever.
What do you got going on over there, JC? I should have brought some food to the party. What do you got going over there?
Peanut butter on toasted everything bagel.
Okay, all right, okay. Mark Israel's in the chat. What's going on, my man? He asked, hey, Rover Sports, who taught you how to hold a spoon?
Dude, I was looking at that earlier. I'm like, what the hell, man?
It's always how I've done it, you know? Zeke Elliott told me.
Yeah, there you go, Zeke.
Is JC cheering for the Bears? He wants to know if you're cheering for the Bears. Best Savage, big YouTuber of mine, big subscriber of mine. And by the way, please check out JC. Please check out Spence. They're both great YouTubers. Give them subs if you're a sub of mine, and if you're a sub of theirs, I'd like if you check me out. And please sub up our channel.
Central, can I be the play caller this possession? Like I call the plays.
What we can do? We can go back to back.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean back to back?
I like it.
So first down, Spencer will do it. Second down, I got it, and we'll go back to back. And Chris, you got a live play-by-play.
Hey, Central, I'm taking a shot right here.
What do you mean? I do the play-by-play, and then you guys come in on first down. So I don't understand what you're saying.
So basically, if like trying to not necessarily predict the play, but just what we would do on first down.
Oh, okay. So you guys are kind of like the head coach. Okay, I like that. Okay, very cool.
You know what's so great about Savage? He's like, I subscribe to JC and I'll check out Rover, which means like I'll get back to you. You know, like I kind of feel you out. I don't know about you. You know, you're kind of a shady character.
Brian B. Number one romantic says Spencer eats like a caveman. Brian B. Gaming is in the stream. What is going on, Brian B. Gaming? Thank you for tuning into the live show. I'm having a blast watching Spencer eat his miso soup. And
the highlight of the stream right there.
And pulling this football game with you guys. So here we go. We got, after a huge play by the Chicago Bears. Now, who's got the first down play call? We are going to take it to Spencer. First down for the Chicago Bears. What are you doing? Come on, make it quick.
I'm going play action out of the shotgun. I'm taking a deep shot down the middle post to Taylor Gabriel.
All right, here we go. He's calling for a play action deep post to Taylor Gabriel. And it is shotgun. So far, he is halfway there. He is living on a prayer. Man in motion. First and 10, 6 seconds on the play clock. We got 2 wide receivers left, 3 right.
Hike it.
Here comes the snap. Back to pass. He's looking. He throws to the running back, Tariq Cohen, out of the backfield. Jordan Howard, rather, for a 3-yard gain. We'll have a 2nd and 7. JC, what are you calling?
2nd and 7 here. I'm Boyne call, lining up in the I formation with the fullback, in a strong right position, just running it right up the gut, trying to make it a third manageable, 3rd and short, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4 is kind of what you're hoping for here.
And so far we got play action, roll out bootleg. He's going to hit Burton in the flat. And Trey Burton is going to go for the first down. I think he's a 2nd or 3rd year tight end, originally from the Philadelphia Eagles. Big play there for the Chicago Bears as they pick up the first down.
All right. I'm calling a toss to. I'm calling a misdirection toss to the running back here, but we're going to take it to the second quarter. Really good quarter for the Chicago Bears. Khalil Mack, the MVP of the quarter, and we will be back with you guys at the next quarter. I think they're just going to run it out.
BK Sports Talk, thank you for joining the live stream, my man. He's a Philadelphia Eagles fan, but we'll accept you here. Philip Burton, the Colts were unstopped, and I called it, Phil. I don't know if you watched the preview. I said before the week started, I said the Colts are going to win that division. I like the way that team is moving right now. Great offensive line, great running attack, and Andrew Luck has turned back the clock. And you're enjoying your miso soup, aren't you?
Oh, am I? When I go to Japanese restaurants, they're never big enough. I mean, it's kind of like the edamame. The edamame's a great appetizer. But the miso soup, I like ordering 2 miso soups a lot, you know? The first one sometimes comes free. I don't know where you get your Japanese food. The first one comes free, like it within the, the setting. That salad's delicious, too. I love that salad.
Oh, I know what you're talking about with the ginger dressing.
Oh, yeah, and it's so
good. Oh, yeah. Every time I go to the Japanese, I always get the salad with the ginger dressing.
So easy. They don't overthink it at all. I love it.
Rel Briscoe, what is going on? Welcome back to the stream. Thank you for tuning in. Anybody new to the channel, please hit that like button. Please hit the subscribe. We're trying to grow this puppy up. Who has a better chance in... Go ahead.
Chris. And Spencer, I'd ask you this too. I'm not 100% sure if you watched the Giants game in its entirety, but when they put Jameis Winston in the game, right, replacing Ryan Fitzpatrick, because Fitzpatrick to me looked awful. I mean, we were talking about that a little bit in our preview video. Him turning the ball over in the red zone, you just can't do that. How did Winston look? Because I was watching the red zone.
To be honest with you, statistically he looked good, but he threw 2 balls that should have been picked off. He made on the same drive, actually. He threw 1 ball that went off 4 different Giants defenders' hands, and then he threw another one that went off 3 different Giants defenders' hands. So he actually got lucky. His stats look better than he actually played, in my opinion.
So I mean, because I've been thinking about this topic a lot lately. Do you think Tampa Bay should just move on from both of them?
Yes. That's a toxic environment. Winston's okay, but he needs like years in another system. I still think Winston's talented, and he made a ton of great throws today. He just needs better coaching, and it's a mess in Tampa right now. I would just start Jameis till the end of the season. I might even release Fitzpatrick. You just don't need him around anymore. It's so annoying.
Brian B. Gaming asks, who's our favorite commentator? That's a great question.
Yeah, I would say
favorite commentator?
I would say Johnson is up there. Bob Wischusen, Brady Quinn are probably my top three.
All right, here we go. I don't mean to interrupt. With game back into play. Trubisky in shotgun. We'll let Spencer ask that in a second. Here comes Cohen on the handoff, and he cuts back, and he has a big game. First down for the little running back there. He can't be higher than 5'6".
Holy crap.
But he is just a burst of energy. And they're in the hurry-up, so, Spence, we're going to have to get right back to the play call here, yeah?
Playing. I'm running it again.
Trubisky in the shotgun. He's got Cohen to his left, and the Bears are trying to catch the Vikings off guard.
A screen or a run, but I'm running it again.
Bears calling an audible.
I'm throwing a screen down at Ant Miller. Look how much cushion he has against Waynes.
Oh, yeah, good call. I love that too.
Quick out. As soon as you get it, throw it to him.
Here comes the snap. Trubisky back to pass. He's looking. He's cooking. He's throwing deep down the center of the field into double coverage. Picked off. Vikings come down with a huge interception. And the ball goes right back.
Are you kidding me?
The ball goes right back to Minnesota.
What a terrible decision. Who picked that off? What a play.
That was a great play. Wow.
Who the hell is that guy?
Looks like Harris.
I have no idea who that is. That's a terrible decision by Trubisky. He's got to have a short-term memory. Yeah, that was a terrible pass in the triple coverage.
UK has joined the stream. Thank you very much. Yeah, I know I'm delayed, guys, because the Skype for some reason slows me down. If you guys would like, I could easily get rid of the video and you just hear my voice. I have no problem doing that. I actually think that might be what I do, because you're still going to hear my voice. It's basically what you're listening to anyway, because it can get distracting. So let me do that real quick.
No, I'll leave. No.
Don't worry about it. You'll hear the voice.
People come to see you. What do you guys want? Do you want entertainers face gone? What do you guys want in the chat?
Yeah, I don't want to annoy anybody because I know it's coming in delayed.
One thing I'm looking for the Bears' next drive is to see Mitch Trubisky get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nothing more than a 3-step drop to get his confidence back up, for him to complete passes, whether it's screens, slants, curl routes, stopping routes, mesh routes over the middle, whatever it is, getting the ball out of Trubisky's hands quickly and often.
Well, JC, I'm also taking – or I would take a deep shot because they're not expecting it with Allen Robinson, a one-on-one. Listen, you throw a deep shot one-on-one with A-Rob and let A-Rob go up and make a play. Don't play conservatively, okay? Next play mentality.
Okay, so everyone says it's good to go. Doesn't bother them, so we'll roll with it. Sorry, JC, go ahead.
Yeah, with the same token, you have to understand that Trubisky's only a second-year quarterback. You know, you don't really know where his confidence level is as of right now. You've stretched the field one time and it's an interception in the triple coverage.
Yeah, that was. I agree with JC. I agree with JC. There's no reason to make those throws right now. To me, this is a ball control game. You want to make as few mistakes as possible. You just gained all the momentum by recovering that fumble. Now they gave it all right back. I agree with JC.
No. Mitchell's confident, all right? I know where Mitchell's head's at. He's playing unbelievable football, and you're not going to change your game plan. But if I'm Minnesota, then I'm going man-to-man heavy, and I'm forcing Trubisky to have to beat me with a big-time throw. So the chess match is going to get great.
The chess match is in full effect. Vikings come out shotgun formation at their own 32. Cousins in the shotgun. He's got a man to his right.
And then I have a takeaway from
Here comes the snap. Cousins back to pass. Steps up in the pocket, and I don't know where he was throwing there.
Yeah, that looked like Khalil Mack probably hit his arm.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, because he had Diggs open.
And now you're behind the 8 ball. I'm not running the ball here. I'm throwing it again.
Kirk looks awful so far, Fat Matt says. Yeah, he doesn't look great. That's for damn sure.
Oh, incredible play by the safeties there. Wow.
All right, here we go. Cousins on their center.
The look off wasn't good enough.
And here comes the snap.
Look at how far back everybody is from the line of scrimmage.
Handoff Murray. Murray gets stuffed for a 1-yard game. We're going to have a 3rd 9.
Terrible call by DiFilippo there. Terrible. Now it's the most predictable play call. Everybody thinks you're running it. And now it's 3rd and 9. And now you're going to have to give it right back to these guys.
Yeah. I actually didn't get to see
here with Thielen.
I'm actually curious because I didn't get to see that game because obviously I was announced the Giant game. How did he look today? He looked good, Lamar Jackson?
Yeah, I actually didn't catch a lot of the game either, but I do know he had a nice day running.
I saw the game. He was like a kid in a candy shop. He was running all over the place today. Not sustainable at all.
Here comes the snap. Cousins back to pass. He's hit as he throws and incomplete. We have a quick 3 and out, and the Bears get the ball right back.
What a call by Fangio there, sending the house. Unbelievable.
Khalil Mack is just putting in work today. Look at this again. He disrupts the pass. This guy is just unbelievable.
Hey, Chris, did you see Jason Pierre-Paul tap Eli on the head today?
I was almost tearing up when I saw that today. I really was. I got emotional when I saw that today, Pierre-Paul. Class act.
Website. He loves Eli Manning. Like, he's just he's a Giant for life. I can't wait to have him back, eventually.
Here comes the punt, and it will be fielded at the 17. Fair catch for the Chicago Bears, Tariq Cohen, and they will take over there.
Can I tell you my one takeaway from this game thus far?
Yeah.
We need to get to the first week of the playoffs immediately because we all need to be together.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, though.
I can't wait.
This upcoming drive right here, you got to get the ball out of Trubisky's hands quickly.
I just have one question. I don't want to go off topic, but I like to have fun on my live streams. How much soup do you have in that container? Because you've been eating that now for about 2 quarters.
Yeah, it looks like half a gallon or something like that.
Here we go. Trubisky on the center. Man in motion. First.
Oh, hold up. It ain't big at all. It ain't that big at all, but you got it.
Another end around by the Bears, and he's going to get stuffed for a 2-yard loss.
Oh, I like the call, though. I'm watching this play. That is just 91 there, making an incredible play. So instinctual.
So we're going to have a 2nd and 12. Trubisky, 22nd consecutive career start. Longest streak by any Bears. How crazy is that? There hasn't been a quarterback that started 22 consecutive games for the Bears in nearly 20 years.
Wow. Jim Harbaugh.
Here we go. Shotgun formation. Trubisky in shotgun. Drops back to pass. And he's going to throw a bullet for a completion. Wow, good job holding on to that pass.
That was a catch.
Oh, they called it incomplete?
Yeah, because he was bobbling it. I think probably by the time he got the ball or
Oh,
okay.
wait! Another receiver called it. The ref called it a catch.
Trey Waynes lit him up.
What a great job by Allen Robinson holding on to this football.
You can challenge this. This is a big time call in the game. That's a catch. He got his body down. That's a good call by the receiver. It's 3rd and 1.
That's a catch.
It is a catch because his body came down on the turf.
Great catch. I don't know if I would have given him the first though. He landed behind the stick.
3rd and 1.
They gave him a first for it.
Oh,
that's a bad spot.
First. And now would you challenge the spot?
They didn't. First.
Here's where you can do a bootleg.
1st and 10, and the Bears hand to Jordan Howard. Howard's got a little room to run. He's going to power himself up ahead for about 5 yards as Rover continues to chug on that miso soup. 2nd and 5 coming up. We got 11:50 to go, second quarter.
Give it to Howard again.
I want to thank each and every one of you guys for tuning into the live stream. We're just having a blast calling this game with you guys. We're just getting this channel off the ground. If you haven't done so, hit that like button. Please hit the subscribe, and thank you for tuning in to Insomnia
I'm not even
Sports.
to my main meal yet. I'm not even to the teriyaki yet.
Here come the Bears. Looks like Cohen's in motion. They got 3 wide receivers left, 1 right.
Please run the ball. Just keep.
And they're coming out to throw. Looks like a hold on the Bears. They didn't call it. Throwing deep. And that is just an awful Awful throw by Mitchell Trubisky. And
The ball got hit. The ball got hit in the pocket.
incomplete. 3rd and 5.
That's a bad decision, though.
It wasn't a clean release.
Let's take a look.
Come on, JC.
Shoulder got hit. Shoulder got hit.
Throw a pass, an accurate pass, when you got a guy ripping on your jersey like that.
Still a bad decision, though. It was double coverage. Double
Exactly.
coverage.
Come on, let's get an easy completion. Let's run some slants right here.
But here we go. But I see what you're saying, JC. It's fair to say that. 3rd and 5, shotgun formation.
The ball was almost completed with the defender draped all over.
I love this formation. I love it.
Oh, another huge hit, but Gabriel holds on to it. 1st down, Chicago Bears. He just got lit up.
Let's go, baby. That's a hell of a throw there.
Hell of a throw, hell of a catch. Imagine getting hit like this. You got hit like a freight train. Look at this. Oh! That's hit stick in Madden.
Let me see it again. Oh, boy, Wayne's out there balling.
Brian B. Gaming wants to know the soup. That is miso soup. That is the Rover special. Trubisky coming out, shotgun formation, got coming
Let's
through his
go
right.
deep ball here. Let's fucking go.
He's looking, he's cooking, he's rolling out, he's in trouble. He escapes the sack twice. Trubisky's going to try to run with it, and he's still on his feet. Wow.
I like it there. I like it.
Oh, wow. That was a great cut by Trubisky.
He must have
Once again, you just see Mitch's mobility come into play.
Let's go.
He must have run 25 yards to get 6. Look at this.
Hey, JC.
But he's getting 6. It's not a loss.
No. It was a great play by Trubisky.
Trick play coming up. I'm just telling you. Trick play coming up. Wide receiver pass coming up. I'm telling you. A toss and a wide receiver pass coming up.
That's really, if you call that, by the way, you deserve a job in the NFL. So
please, I hope it happens.
So here we go. And play action pass. Trubisky looking deep. And he might try to run with it again. He's going to. He gets out of the pocket. He's going to run for a 10-yard gain to the Vikings 39.
Wow, what a play. Look at Trubisky. Woo-hoo. Look at him get down, too.
I like it.
I couldn't believe that stat. He's 2nd in the league in rushing yards from the quarterback position.
We're going end zone, JC. Can we go end zone, JC? Take a shot.
No, you need to keep your defense on the bench. They're balling right now. Run the ball. Slow it down. Run the ball. Jordan Howard up the middle.
See what Matt Nagy believes.
Look for a gain of 4 to a gain of 5, but we'll see. They're in the shotgun.
Nope, we got Mo. We're ready to.
Here comes the snap. Handoff Howard. Howard's going to go forward for about 6.
Keep the clock going.
Yeah, I completely agree with JC. I don't know what the time of possession is, but it's got to be massively in the favor of Chicago.
Because not only is your defense being on the field or being on the sidelines, not only are they resting, but the offense of the Vikings has no rhythm. They're cold. It's a cold night in Chicago. They've been out there for 2-3 drives now?
No, that run helps the milking. I like it here. I would maybe run it again. The way that this is going.
See, I would do an out route right here, a little 5 and out.
There's a little handoff. Howard's got room to run. He's going to pick up a big gain, 1st down, 5-yard gain as the Bears continue to attack this Vikings defense.
Let's be smart and get a touchdown here. I completely agree.
Well, Joe Lutz likes turtles.
So he likes snapper soup?
I like turtles too.
I love snapper soup. It's the best soup, actually.
Never had snapper soup.
Why does he like turtles? Why?
Well, there's nothing not to like. I like turtles. I mean, it's hard not to like a turtle. Here we go, man in motion. Trubisky under center from the 27.
Keep smashing the rock.
Handoff Jordan Howard. Howard's got room to run. He's going to pick up 8. So
wow.
We'll have a 2nd and 2 coming up.
8? Oh, my gosh.
Jordan Howard is doing work.
This is incredible, man. You know what's so funny? It's hard to keep Jordan Howard happy when Tariq Cohen gets all the shine. That's why you got to credit Matt Nagy for psychologically keeping Jordan Howard involved in this offense.
Correct. I completely agree.
Yep, I agree.
They're really mixing it up well here.
Yeah, here's where you can do what Spencer wants, and you can strike the end zone here now.
And
you got
a handle. A QB keep. They fooled me. Trubisky runs for another 6-yard gain. 1st down, Chicago.
Beautiful. No, just keep smashing it on the ground, and we're going to get in the end zone eventually.
Yeah, at this point, the way they're running the ball, why even throw it? Just keep pounding it down their throat.
Guys, this ball possession is just
they haven't even had one negative play yet.
And wait, and they deferred to the Vikings at the beginning of the half.
What number beer am I on? I'm on number 5 for the day, Joe. I've tried to pace myself a little bit. 4 rushes here for Trubisky, 4 carries, and handoff here to Cohen. Cohen's running around the outside. He's gonna pick up 3. We'll have.
You know what Tanner is? He's a little. He's like a freshman in college. There's a
flag on the play. There's a flag on the play. Let's see what happens here.
The first penalty of the entire game for both teams, I believe.
There's a block in the back. It's going to back them up.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, holding, rather. I thought it was holding. I'm sorry. So that'll be a 10-yard penalty. That'll back him up. First and goal from the 20.
JC, how much does that kill us?
I wouldn't say a big deal, but here's where, I would look to air it out a little bit.
Very big deal.
Go to the pylon. Disagree. Why is it a very big deal?
Because we were rolling with the running attack, and now we're in the red zone, and we're 1st and 20.
1st and 18, about to snap it. I'm sorry, Rover. I just want to not miss the call here.
Up 6-0 is tough.
Here comes the snap. Trubisky rolling out, under pressure, throws, and it's a touchdown! He comes down with the catch!
Who? Don't tell me!
Anthony Miller!
Anthony!
And they're rowing their boats on the sideline as the Bears take a 10-0 lead.
Sky, you mind? Row the boat, baby.
Flecky, PJ Flecky.
Look at Anthony Miller, baby.
I tell you,
have a scholar. This Anthony Miller didn't even have a scholarship to a Division I college.
Look at this catch.
Woo-hoo.
And how about the throw by Trubisky off his back? It was like a fadeaway.
That's actually an underrated aspect of Trubisky's game. Like when he can roll out and just throw the ball, he has a lot of strength rolling out.
He's an athlete, isn't he, Central? He's a hell of an athlete. Cody Parkey, get him out there. It's a catch. Stop it. It's a freaking catch.
They're going for 2. They come out going for 2 here.
No.
Here comes.
No.
Yeah, I don't like this. I would just kick the field goal.
Man in motion. Trubisky takes the snap. He's rolling out. He throws. And he got it. 11-0 Chicago.
Oh, I love the call. I was going to do it all along.
Wow, they caught me off guard. 11-0 Chicago. They are coming out aggressive tonight as they are putting it to the Minnesota Vikings.
Cheers to
one thing I want to say. Minnesota, Matt Nagy, Trubisky, the one thing that you can't say that they are is scared. They're coming out swinging.
Yeah.
They're swinging right now.
Wow. Oh, there you go. BK Sports said their kicker missed 4 field goals last game. Well, that makes sense then.
No. They saw something there.
I think
Nagy's a genius. I mean, what's the TOP? Someone's got to research the time of possession, right?
It's got to be. We're 24 minutes in. I got to say at least 18 minutes to Chicago. At least. Nathan Hill, what's going on, my man? Bear down, baby. Come on, Nathan Hill says. Your Bears are looking good, man. Your Bears are looking good. And Trubisky looks phenomenal.
We gained, I believe, 16 subs in the first half. We're up to 146.
You guys are great. Thank you so much for the subscriptions, guys. I think we had 129 when we went live. Thank you very much. If you guys are new to the channel, I really appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up, hit that sub. We're trying to build this puppy up. We want it to become a full-grown pit bull as we're up to 146 subs. Hit the thumbs up, and we're having a great time here tonight, guys.
Yes, we are.
JC, what do you think of this game so far?
I'm loving the game plan by Nagy. Just a nice complement of trickery, of running, of passing. Really a thing of beauty to watch. And I like it because they're not playing scared. You saw it with the Jets back in 2009 and 2011. The Jets were never scared of the Patriots, and they were able to have success against them. when you play scared, when you play conservative, when you play not to lose instead of trying to win, it's just for the Bears fans out there as well. We just saw that stat with the quarterbacks, Harbaugh, Jay Cutler, and stuff like that. It's probably feels like a weight has been lifted off the Bears fans' shoulders just seeing a head coach come in the building and really just try to push the envelope, try to be aggressive, and not really back down from teams like Green Bay, teams like Minnesota, the historic franchises out there. So really liking what I'm seeing from Nagy. Super aggressive.
I agree with you. I really like the way they've come out. And Rel Briscoe, to answer that question, I'm taking the Rams tomorrow night. By the way, we will be live streaming that game as well if you guys want to come back and hang out with us. And Minnesota returns that ball to the 27. Good return there. Oh, man. What a game. What a start.
If you're the Minnesota Vikings, you've got to get Thielen and Diggs involved some way, somehow.
We haven't said their name all night, JC.
Yeah, I know. He had Diggs on that one play, but he threw a little off his back foot. He was a little late, and that's what I'm talking about as far as the rhythm and the tempo goes. Since they're not, since they haven't been getting reps, it's hard for them to get in rhythm here as an offense.
Here comes the step. Ball batted, and the Bear.
Oh my God!
Almost came down with the interception there. Wow.
Oh, come on, Callahan.
You've got to make that catch, man.
Somebody just asked you a quick question, JC. We're going to answer a lot of questions at the half, but Brian B. Gaming asked, you know what, we'll answer it at the half. He asked your thoughts on Le'Veon Bell to the Jets, but I don't want to rush it. We'll talk about it at the half.
Hey, I have an idea, entertainer, for the half.
Yeah.
How about the people that want to come in Skype, I can try to add them.
I just feel like we're going so slow already. But it's up to you. You can if you want.
I like taking the risk. What do you guys think in the chat?
Oh, beautiful coverage.
Wow. A screen pass there for a 5-yard loss as the Bears just eat it up. Danny Trevathan on the play.
Wow.
You know what? I'll say this. I'll say this much about the Bears. In a playoff game, in a playoff environment in Chicago, this is one hard defense to move the ball on.
I agree with that. In the cold elements, you do not want to play this team come playoff time.
This is a treat to watch right now for the Bears fans. I mean, of course it's not over. Minnesota's a great team that can come back. But Ryan Pace actually looks like Trubisky's twin brother.
Yeah, he does. Here we go. Shotgun formation. Vikings come out. 3rd and 15. Cousins looking, throws, incomplete. Cousins looks like a lost little puppy dog out there. 4th and 15. That ball was nowhere near a receiver.
Well, you know what's amazing? Well, that was an impossible coverage to go against on 3rd and 15. The chances of you converting are 1 in a million. It comes down to the Vikings their defense actually getting a stop, like a 6-and-out or a 3-and-out, because they're right in this thing. Their defense just needs to step up a little bit. But to JC's point, the Bears are going to have one game at home, the wild card weekend, but then in the divisional weekend, they're going to New Orleans or Los Angeles.
Punt is away, and the Bears will return it. Cohen's going to take it. He's going to take it from the 25 to the 30. 30, 35, out at the 36. Nice little return there by Cohen. Go ahead, Spencer. I'm sorry.
Well, unless the Bears go 12-4, it's very hard in the NFC for Chicago to win. I mean, if they were playing in the AFC, they'd have a chance. I think that next year they're really set up to be a Super Bowl team. This year, maybe. But they look like the best team in their division right now. I'll tell you that. No.
Not saying that they are a complete team by any means. But what I am saying is, if they win tonight, what will they be? 7-3.
Well, let's take a look at the NFC and where they'll fall in the seed. The South, you figure the Saints will win that, so they'll probably get the 3. They'll probably get the 3 seed if they win the division. I think we agree with that.
Yes.
Hey, look up who the Bears, the remaining schedule for the Bears. We'll go through wins and losses.
Yeah, we'll do that at halftime.
Okay.
I'll look that up on my phone. But the Bears have a very good shot, at the very least, to get the 3 seed. So
yeah, I don't see him being better than LA or
the Saints,
New Orleans.
But that means that they'll be hosting. That means that they're hosting the worst team to get in from the wild card. which will maybe be Seattle or the I think that they'll probably get Seattle. Does that make any sense?
Seattle or the Panthers?
Possibly even Minnesota, though.
Good call on Minnesota. You're right about that. And that would be an interesting game.
Did the Panthers... Yeah, whoever's the worst team, the 6th seed, the last team to get in, will be going to Chicago.
Nathan Hill wants to join us at halftime via Skype. Yeah, we could try it. I know it's going to be slow, but we'll still have you on. We're slow anyway, so it'll just be fun to have some of our subscribers on come talk to us. Let's take a look at the standings here.
How about those Texans, baby? What a win for the Texans today.
That AFC South is heating up.
And the Colts, how about the Colts look like one of the best teams in it? I think the Colts can make a Super Bowl run.
I've been saying that for 3 weeks. The Colts are dangerous. People have slept on the Colts. I slept on the Colts. That offensive line is tremendous.
I would say Frank Reich's up for Coach of the Year along with Nagy.
Yeah, and I think Severino, their offensive coordinator, is going to get some coaching looks, head coaching looks.
Come on down, Severino.
And by the way, Mariota got hurt today. The Titans are probably eliminated with their performance today. They're just not consistent enough under Vrabel yet. Terrible performance.
All right, here come the Bears. Trubisky under center. Vikings. I thought they were coming blitz. They didn't. Jordan Howard's going to pick. Jordan Howard continue. Every time Howard's touched the ball tonight, he's getting 5 yards.
Oh, my God.
5 yards again, up the middle. They are just grinding away at this Minnesota defense.
I kind of want to see the Vikings get a stop here just to make it entertaining.
It's still a close game. Here comes the handoff. Howard with a nice stutter step. And he's going to pick up, 3? We're going to have probably a 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3 coming up.
Oh, wow. Good D, though. Good D. Here's your chance, Minnesota. Here's your chance.
Yeah, this is where Minnesota's defense needs to step up here.
I'd bring a blitz. I'd go cover 1. I'd be very aggressive with the call here.
All right, here we go. 4 minutes to go.
No cushion. And if you're Chicago, you do a pick route or something.
All right.
If I'm Chicago, I'm keeping Mitch in the pocket. I'm not letting him escape.
3rd and 3. Here we go. Here comes the snap, and there's a flag on the play.
False start on the – let me tell you who it's on. I'm surprised, but they're going to get a guard for a false start here.
Oh, timeout. They called a timeout. No flag. Timeout.
Okay.
All right, real quick in the timeout, I'll give you Chicago's schedule. Let's go over it real quick. We've got if they win, we'll just say hypothetically they win this game. That brings them to 7 and 3. Then they're at Detroit.
Toss up.
At the Giants.
No, that's the Detroit game is a win.
Well, I would say, since Detroit beat Carolina, we'll just throw that as a question mark for right now, but they'll beat the Giants, so it's 8 and 3.
I don't know. I think the Giants game might be tougher.
I will say they'll split those two. Let's just say they split those two. Who cares
Detroit
who they beat?
And the Giants are what? Detroit has 4 wins. The Giants have 3 wins.
Let's say they split those two. 2 road games. You expect them to split them, right? Is that fair?
Yeah. Because remember they lost to Osweiler in Miami.
Yeah. All right. Then you got the Rams at home, the Packers at home.
You're splitting those games.
All right. So that's 5 losses, and then the 49ers and all right. Hold on. Let's get back to it. Shotgun formation, 3rd and 3.
Come on, Minnesota.
Here comes the snap and a quick throw and catch. By Taylor Gabriel. First down. Beautiful catch. We'll go over the schedule at the half when we're not rushed.
Yeah.
I agree, Fat Matt. I think the Saints are the best team right now in football, especially if they could get home field advantage. I can't see anybody going into New Orleans and beating them there. I really strongly feel that way. I bet big money on that. That
was terrible. That was terrible coverage by Xavier Rhodes there. It's 3rd and 3, and he's playing 7 yards off.
Shotgun formation, handoff Howard. Howard's going to get 4, we'll call it. We're going to have a 2nd and 6 coming up.
This is disgusting.
The Bears are just slowly chipping away here. I mean, they are. In the second half, if they keep this up, this Minnesota defense is going to be dead. Because they have just dominated the time.
And by the way, I think that Chicago is getting the ball coming out of recess as well. So, I mean, that means that Chicago should just sit on the ball as long as possible.
All right.
Yeah, even if you don't get points this drive, it's okay. Just keep on wasting the clock.
Trubisky, there's a blitz. Cohen gets the screen pass, and he is so fast. He breaks out of a tackle, and he gets the first down. That guy is lightning quick.
Whew.
Wow. Do you think he's faster?
Yeah.
Do you think he's faster than Tyreek Hill?
Nah, he might be a little bit more quick, but Tyreek is up there.
How about I think he's faster than Kamara by a little bit. It's really tough, though.
He reminds me of Sproles.
Well, who's the fastest player in the league?
Probably Hill. Probably Tyreek Hill.
Hill.
Do you guys remember Jerry Archer from Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
That was my guy.
Deshaun Jackson, of course, is very fast too.
How about Peterson? Not Patrick Peterson.
Robbie Anderson.
Who's a fast cornerback?
John Ross. Joe Lutz says John Ross.
Ooh. How about a gosh.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
How about Albert Wilson for the Dolphins or Jakeem Grant?
Yeah.
Brandon Cooks.
Brandon Cooks is fast too. That's another burner. Absolutely.
TQT.
Marquise Goodwin for the Niners is fast as hell.
Yeah. But whenever I watch Tyreek Hill play, though, he just stands out to me with his speed. That guy is just so fast.
And then fast running backs. Would you put Todd Gurley in the top 5?
I'd say Cohen is the fastest. I mean, this guy is fast.
Yeah.
I mean, Barkley's up there, too. The guy ran a 4.40.
It's amazing. He looks so big while he's doing it.
Yeah. I'll tell you, Barkley today, the way he played, what a game he had today.
I agree.
I mean, he just looked like a man amongst boys out there. It was ridiculous.
I love when he got the touchdown and he didn't react.
Yeah, well, he had 3 touchdowns. Which one are you talking about?
Where he stretched it across.
Yeah, he was an animal today.
Caught one out of the backfield. They really stuck to the run today.
Yo, that's what they needed to do. I said before the game I wanted 23 carries. They gave him 24.
It's time for the Vikings to start being a little desperate.
It's the second quarter. They're down 11-0.
They're dying a slow death right now, man.
It is true, though. I mean, their offense has no time to get in rhythm. Their defense is getting, just out in the field.
Well, what would you do to try to break this up? Would you send a blitz? What would you try to do here?
Man-to-man blitzing.
You can send the blitz. You could pull a safety down, or even try to have overload the backside, or Trubisky's blind side, and hope that you can just even not like a dirt by, not like saying this is a dirty way or anything like that, but if you're Mike Zimmer and you send the house to Trubisky and you get a roughing the passer call afterwards, that could maybe because Trubisky hasn't even been touched today.
Here's the snap. Trubisky back to pass. Play action's got a man in the flat. And they stuff him. Troy Johnson is in the building. What is going on, Troy?
Hey, Troy, my guy.
Thank you for
what up, Troy?
There's a flag on the play. Looks like they're going to back him up. Minute 49 to go, second quarter.
And also keep your timeouts, Minnesota. Let's go down and get it. Try to get a touchdown here. The time of possession thus far is 18-9, double the time.
Wow.
So that means it might be 40-20.
Well, if they keep it up, I mean that is just an they're going to be dead in the second half if they don't flip this.
Man, wait a second. 18 plus 9 is 26.
Well, that's a killer right there. That is a killer.
What is that?
Oh, they called it on Minnesota. Wow, unsportsmanlike conduct on Minnesota, 15-yard penalty. They had him for a 1-yard loss. It's going to be a 15-yard gain for Chicago now. That's a nonsense call.
JC, you need to now. You really can be aggressive defensively because, you want them to get into the red zone. You want Kirk Cousins to have this possession desperately. You know what
I'm just trying to answer the chat here. Troy Johnson answers, Kirk Cousins doing well. He has him in fantasy. You picked the wrong week to start him in fantasy. He has done nothing. Here comes Chicago, shotgun formation.
Come on, Anthony Miller touchdown. I need you.
Wow, nice little trick play, but the Vikings were ready for it. Good defense there. 4-yard loss.
Was that Sheldon Richardson, ex-Jet, number 91? No.
Weatherly.
And they put him out of bounds.
So that's a 4-yard loss. That'll bring up a second.
Why is the clock still running? He was out of bounds.
Because I think they called it dead before he went out of bounds. Let's take a look.
All right. If I'm Zimmer, next play is timeout time.
Yeah, I don't understand why the clock is going. What the hell?
Yeah, that's actually a good point there.
Why? Because it's out of bounds under 2 minutes.
Maybe it's forward progress because he was pushing him backwards. Here's the handoff to Howard. Howard gets 4.
Timeout.
Call timeout, Minnesota. Come on.
Timeout.
They did.
Yeah, baby. Me and JC know what we're doing out here.
Me and Rove need to be on the sidelines together.
Alex Snay, what's going on, Alex Snay? Thank you for tuning into the stream. Go Bears, he says. All right. You guys are looking really good right now. If you haven't done so, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up. We'd really appreciate it.
Hey, can I ask you guys a really personal, deep question?
No, but go ahead.
Is Alex Smith ever going to take another snap in the NFL? Or if you were the Redskins, would you draft another quarterback? Because Joe Theismann says it's the exact same injury that ended his career.
Now, before I answer that, how is that a personal question?
Well, it's a deep question.
It's a deep question.
You're Alex Smith's guy.
Yeah, Alex Smith. At this point, if I'm the Redskins with that injury, I think it's time to move on. I hate to say that, but that's the way the NFL is.
What's the age of the guy?
What about you, JC? What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I wouldn't. You can't get out of his contract until 2020 anyway.
And you're not gonna have to pay. You're not gonna have to pay him if he doesn't play, right? Isn't that how it works?
Not if they didn't front load all his guarantees.
It's going to be 35, and you're going to get a pick in the top 13. You can get Drew Lock. And also, if you're Jay Gruden, you've been there a couple of years, you're going to need a new quarterback so that Dan Snyder will be off your case.
Right.
No, not Drew. Drew Lock is not a system fit for Washington at all.
I'm just trying to read the chat here.
Thorson from Northwestern.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
Rover's a big Thorson guy, right?
I'm not a huge Thorson guy.
Daniel Jones, possibly?
Nah, Jones is not coming out. Maybe, did you check out James Morgan from FIU? He's a system fit. He's good. But
one thing I just want to mention quickly. You want to know what sucks really bad for the Washington Redskins organization, their fan base, is that since the RG3 trade went down, and this really goes for any team that trades up, but since they traded up and the RG3 thing was such a disaster, they have so much pressure on them to get the next quarterback right. Or they have really, if they trade up for another quarterback and they just trade the farm again, I feel as though the fans would just rip them apart.
It's a good point. That's a very good point. And I agree with that. And there's not a quarterback in this draft that is worth trading up for, in my opinion, anyway. But
yeah,
that was a BS call. Well, Drew Lock has incredible potential.
All right, here comes Chicago, 3rd and 9. Here comes the snap shotgun formation. Trubisky is looking, steps up in the pocket.
In the house.
All right, so they will be attempting a field goal here. 20. There'll be a 38-yard field goal. Vikings burn their second.
Timeout.
Vikings burn their second timeout.
Timeout. All right, there we go.
Nice.
By the way, Parkey can miss this kick. He's been shaky all year. But now the 11 points will even out. And if you're the Vikings, you got to try to go for 7. I mean, you got to step on their throat with this 2-minute drill. This is a huge 2-minute drill for Kirk Cousins. We'll see how resilient this guy is. He's been on the bench all game.
They're not going for 7. You're not getting 7 against this defense in 55 seconds.
You shoot for 3.
Yeah, you shoot for 3 here.
You shoot your shot.
All right, Cody Parkey 1 for 1 today. He's made a 33.
I'm going away. I think it's a miss.
No, he'll make this. Here comes the snap. Snap is good. Kick is good.
Good. Got it.
Gonna pull it.
14.
The kick is up and it's pulled.
14-0.
Oh, he made it.
14-0. Rel Briscoe, yeah, Tua looks fantastic. Tua is the quarterback of the future. He looks fantastic for Alabama. Let's see here. I like the West Virginia quarterback Greer. A lot of people like him. What do you guys think about him? I know he's got some mobility. What do you guys?
I like Greer. I'm not in love with him, but
No,
he was back at UF and he got kicked out for like steroids. But he's accurate. He'd be a good fit for New England.
No, he's a Mason Rudolph 0.0. He's not going to see the field in the NFL.
Spencer hates quarterbacks like that. He just
Gardner Minshew has a better chance than Will Greer.
Gardner Minshew plays like Baker Mayfield.
Just not nearly as good.
JC, do you think Taylor Cornelius gets drafted in like the 7th round? What do you think about Cornelius?
How about Cornelius yesterday?
All right, here's the kick, guys. I don't mean to interrupt.
I actually like Tamu in the 4th round. I'll take Jordan Ta'amu.
I like
good skill set.
Yeah, I would take. He reminds me of Kaepernick.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, great arm and mobile. Take him in like the
or like a performance Mariota.
Yeah,
I would take him in the 3rd or 4th round.
They're showing the yardage that Trubisky ran on that play that we talked about before when he got the 6-yard gain. It was 43 yards.
And today Mariota was bad. He didn't have a lot of time. The defense was terrible for the Titans, but Mariota also didn't play well at all today. He was shaky.
All right, here we go. Cousins coming out, shotgun formation. Vikings trail 4.
Let's go, Kirk. It's your time, bro.
14-0. Cousins back to pass. Bears come with 4. Here's the throw, and it is complete for Thielen. That's the first time we called his name today, I think, as Prince Amukamara, the ex-Giant, comes away with the tackle. 7-yard gain, 44 seconds to go as he gets out of bounds.
Playing Thielen right now.
Let's see what Mac does here. They're highlighting Mac. This guy's been all over the field today.
What are the Bears in? Cover 2, you think?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now they're kind of cover 2.
Here comes shotgun here. Cousins, 2nd and 3, back to pass. Bears.
Right.
That's caught again by Thielen. And he gets out of bounds. 39 seconds to go. Thielen picks up about 10.
All right. Yep.
Cousins starting to get some yardage here for Troy rather. Getting some yardage for Troy.
Troy.
All right.
God, it's good.
Here we go. 1st and 10. Vikings have 1 timeout left. 39 seconds to go. They got it close to midfield.
Thielen's crisp.
Thielen is very good. Cousins coming out, shotgun formation at their own 43. Here comes the snap, looking, and he throws underneath that. Is caught by Diggs. Diggs breaks the tackle. He's going to try to get outside. He's going to be able to get outside for a big gain. And he should have stepped out of bounds there. He cuts back in. They're going to burn their last timeout. He gets to the 32.
Are you kidding me?
You know what? I will say.
What a play. Holy crap.
I'll say this about Diggs. For him staying in bounds right there and picking up that extra 10, he was probably thinking field goal.
Yeah,
because if
that's fair.
Yeah.
Now, JC, you put this ball in the end zone.
That is a tremendous.
I would personally target the sidelines, try to get a quick little 6-7 yards, and then go for the field goal.
Yeah, because they don't have a timeout now. Yeah.
You have one chance to go down the middle.
But if you catch it, can you get downfield in time?
Yeah, you can. It's 22 seconds, I think.
Yeah, I think they'd have enough time.
Yeah.
I mean,
they just added 3 seconds, 25 seconds.
This is beautiful. D. Phillips thinking big.
All right, here we go. 14-0 Chicago. Vikings have it. Deep in Chicago, 30-yard line about. 1st and 10 coming up. They're coming out with a play. Cousins coming out, shotgun formation.
All right, let's hear it, Tanner.
They're at the Chicago 32, 1st and 10. They got 4 wide receivers running back in the backfield. Here comes the snap. Cousins back to pass. Bears come with a 4-man blitz, and that is thrown up and picked off. He threw it into no man's land as the Bears come away with another turnover. He's going to run it back to the 20, 25-30. All the way to the 35 with 10 seconds to go as the Bears come away with their 3rd turnover of the first half.
That's why you throw it to the outside. You got to take easy yards, 6, 7 yards. Play for the field goal.
Wow.
Can't get too greedy.
Wow. I'm sorry, Troy. Your fantasy team is in fantasy hell. The way Cousins is playing tonight.
Oh,
Sorry, Troy, man. That sucks.
that was terrible.
I think I've seen this Aaron Rodgers commercial about 30 times in the last 2 days.
Does anybody have those wireless Bose headphones? I mean, they're pretty pricey, but those things look sweet.
Yeah, they do.
Too much TV. Oh, God, that was such a terrible pass. It wasn't the play calling either. It was Kirk Cousins being an idiot.
They just
Well,
he threw. Yeah, he was throwing into nothing. I don't know what the hell he was doing there. And they take the kneel. The only thing that I could rationally think that Cousins could have been thinking there, you got no timeouts. He figures if he takes the sack, the half is over, so he just tried to throw it up. That's the only thing that makes any sense to me.
It's a brilliant game by Chicago. They're killing them. They're outclassing them.
That was a perfect first half by the Chicago Bears as they lead 14-0. So let's get into the questions, guys. If you have any questions for JC, for Rover, for myself, we'd be glad to answer them. How about them Giants today? The most points we scored in a few years. Yeah, the Giants offense looked like a different animal today. Granted, it was against the league's worst defense, but you got to be encouraged with the way that they were able to run the ball, the balance on offense. They only threw the ball 18 times and they scored 38 points. That's extremely encouraging to me as a Giant fan.
Yeah, it was a hell of a day offensively.
Yeah.
Are you guys? I know Spencer isn't really, or I think I know his answer to this question. But Tanner, what are your thoughts on Case Keenum?
I think he's an efficient quarterback. He's not a guy that's going to win you a Super Bowl. That's my thoughts on Case Keenum.
I was thinking about it today. You know, if the Giants were to acquire him, you know, reunite him with Shermer, but there's no way he's leaving Denver after this year.
Would you be down with that, Chris?
No, I don't want him. I don't want him because
not as the answer, but just for a 1-year holdover for you know, I like Patterson, Eason, Tua.
If I'm bringing in a holdover, I want a guy with some upside like Bridgewater. If I'm bringing in a holdover, I want a Bridgewater. That's my take on it.
Entertainer, if you only had two guys to pick from, Case Keenum next year or Eli Manning next year, who would you take?
No, I'm definitely sticking with Eli.
Take away his last name, and you're going Keenum all day.
Dude, look at the year they're having. Eli's having a better year than Keenum. Keenum has as many picks as touchdowns.
I agree. I'm going Eli too. He knows
you got to get your Eli hate out. Eli hasn't played well the first half, but Eli has not been bad as a whole this year. He's been an average quarterback to slightly.
Eli has more. You're winning a Super. If everything, you will never win anything with Case Keenum. With Eli, you at least have the smallest of chances to win something.
Yeah, I'm not saying Eli's not what he was, but in my opinion, I would still take him over Case Keenum.
Yes.
Well, Spencer, you just said a second ago, Eli Manning knows the system. Well, Keenum was with Shermer last year, so not only does he know the system, but he got the championship game or the divisional round the championship game last season.
Well, first off, I mean, he shouldn't have because the Saints pretty much beat him. But then second of all, he's just a game manager where Eli Manning has more arm strength than Keenum. But if you bring in a mobile quarterback like a Teddy Bridgewater who has arm and mobility, then that's different. Keenum's just that bad. Now, I don't know if the Giants are going to get rid of Eli Manning. I don't frankly know if they're going to.
All right, I'm looking at Keenum's stats so far this year. Case Keenum this year has thrown.
You got to get more quarterbacks on the roster. So if you bring in Keenum, you bring in a couple of other guys. Then next year, when you're 0-3, then you bench Eli next year. You know, you bring in these quarterbacks, you have a competition, and you see who wins the competition.
Case Keenum this year has an 83 QB rating, which is very bad by today's standards. 11 touchdowns and 10 picks. Eli has about a 95 QB rating, and he's thrown only 6 picks.
How many touchdowns?
Eli, I don't know that offhand, but I mean, he threw 3 last week alone. He threw another at least 2 today. So, I mean, Eli's got to have at least 13 or so touchdowns. Eli's been the better quarterback this year. It's not even close.
Yeah, JC, if Eli keeps playing this well the second half of the year, you're going to have to start to give him a little bit of credit.
I'll give him credit after he beats. The Niners are a bottom 5 team in the league. The Buccaneers are a bottom 5 team in the league. They're squeaking by. He has a top 5 wide receiver. He has a top 6 running back. He has a first round pick in Evan Ingram. Sterling Shepard's he's a decent wide receiver. I mean, Case Keenum threw like over 20 touchdown passes to like 4 or 5 picks last season.
But the Giants also don't have the greatest of line play.
Yeah, you got to factor that in too.
No, and what JC says is absolutely accurate. But also but also it depends how Eli does. I mean, I know the team. If Eli has to put up 28 points next week versus the Eagles, maybe for him to be considered decent next week. But I have a feeling Eli's going to go back to being the same old Eli next week. We're going to have the Giants are probably going to get beat by 14 next week. So
I have no problem replacing Eli. But if I am, I'm not replacing him with Case Keenum. That's my take on it. If I'm replacing him, I'm replacing him with either a first round pick or a guy like a Teddy Bridgewater, somebody who I think could potentially be the long-term answer. I don't view Case Keenum as a long-term answer.
And the good news is, though, for Eli is that if he keeps playing well this season, he will probably find a landing spot next season in the league. So that's why I'm happy that he's playing well.
I mean, these last 2 weeks have shown you if he is in the right situation, which the Giants right now are not. They do not have a good offensive line. If he is in the right situation, these last 2 weeks have shown you that he can still get it done if you have a running game and a good offensive line.
I'll tell you, the Jags were terrible today, and I'll tell you, like, Blake Bortles is on such thin ice right now in the NFL. I don't know what else you can say about that situation.
JC, go ahead. They say we're boring you with the Giants talk. Go ahead.
Oh no, who did the Giants beat early on in the season? They have 3 wins, correct?
Houston Texans 7-3.
Okay.
Wait, JC, you open up a topic.
Okay, a new topic.
Yeah.
Is Eli Manning over? No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say I've had enough of Eli.
No, let me think of one. I'm trying to think of like something that happened today.
All right, we got a question for JC. I don't mean to interrupt you. We have a question for JC.
What's up?
Do you think the Jets should draft a wide receiver? And by that, I think he means first round.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's pretty early to say, but one thing that is a fact is that the Jets have a lot of needs. We need offensive line help. We need outside linebacker help. We need edge rushers. We need wide receivers. I personally, if I'm the Jets, I'm targeting wide receivers in free agency because it's more of a take a look at some of the wide receivers in the draft. Corey Davis has disappointed. John Ross has disappointed. Mike Williams has disappointed. Those are all top 10 picks. So not saying that these guys are identical clones, but what I am saying is that you can maybe sign a Golden Tate. He not only gives you that presence on the outside, but he also kind of gives you that veteran leadership as well.
I don't mean to interrupt. You said Mike Williams has disappointed. Do you consider him a disappointment? I mean, he was hurt all of last year, right? And then this year, he's in the top 3 or 4 in yards per catch. Going into today, he had 500 yards and 4 touchdowns, I think. I don't think he's been that big of a disappointment.
Not saying he's a bust, but I'm leaning more towards, if this guy is, the 7th pick in the draft.
Right.
I would expect it to be more than a decent 2.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, and Corey Davis is the best player in that draft. I mean, the best receiver.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Well,
let's see if we got any more questions here. Are the Panthers a fluke? Fat Matt asks. The last 2 weeks, I think they've looked that way, and I hate saying that because I actually like the Panthers a lot. But today was a tough game though. In Detroit, we knew that was going to be a coin flip game. They nearly won. But Pittsburgh on Thursday night, they came out. They looked flat. If I see them lay another goose egg next week, I would say that they are. But what's your thoughts, Spencer?
Yeah, I mean, Carolina has an expiration date. Their offensive line is not that good. They don't have really any. I mean, McCaffrey's a very good running back, but their offensive line is just not very good. Their defensive secondary is really bad, actually. And also their pass rush is getting old. I mean, they're still starting Jabril Peppers. And in the NFC, when you're competing in the NFC, you need to have a couple of more elite level players to be able to win in the NFC. And the NFC is home to the best coaches in the world. You know, you have Matt Nagy tonight. You have Sean McVay. So the Panthers are not a fluke. They're a playoff football team, but they're in purgatory right now. You know, they remind me of the Portland Trailblazers of the NBA or the Toronto Raptors of last year. That's what they remind me.
That's a perfect analogy right there. Portland for Carolina.
That's a very good analogy. They're not good enough to get to that next step. 20 Savage, I don't see your question, maybe because the chat got past it. Ask it again. We will answer it. Benny, thank you for tuning into the stream. What's going on, my man? Troy Johnson has a question. From what we saw in Baltimore today, will this win? Will this more to come? What is he asking? He's asking if Lamar Jackson.
He's asking what is Lamar Jackson. Is Lamar Jackson going to be able to sustain victories in the NFL? And I can tell you this right now, the way Lamar Jackson is playing, as crazy as RG3 played the game, Lamar Jackson's going to get hurt if he keeps playing this way. I mean, he is playing so recklessly. And like, he made some spectacular plays today. He also made head-scratching plays. He runs the ball about twice as much as he throws the ball. I'm very worried about his longevity in this NFL. I can tell you that much if you watch the tape. He's such an exciting player.
Yeah,
Really fun to root for, but I'm worried.
I agree with you on that. I'm going to let JC just jump in a quick second. I agree with you on that. I don't think quarterbacks like that last long in the NFL unless you're built like Cam Newton. I don't think a quarterback with his stature can play the way he's playing and last a long time in the NFL unless he adjusts his game. Go ahead, JC. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, man. I was just going to say, if you're the Baltimore Ravens right now, I think priority number one, thinking long term here, is getting the wide receiver, getting a number one true X wide receiver if you're the Ravens to help out Lamar Jackson. Somebody that can separate, somebody that could just really, really help Lamar in his development and just be that security blanket for him.
Yeah, I agree. I'm trying to address as many questions as we possibly can.
JC, Le'Veon Bell, if they had the money, would be a perfect fit in Baltimore.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree with that as well. Tucker Jensen, what's going on, my man? Thank you for stopping by. All right, Brian B. Gaming has a question for Jet Central. Do you trust McCagnon to draft the right player to help the? Oh man, I forgot. I wanted to get to. Somebody asked me a question. I forgot. Ask it again, 20 Savage. I'm sorry. JC, do you trust McCagnon to draft the right player to help Darnold? He's good in the first round, but his mid-round picks are questionable.
It's a great question. First and foremost, I'm gonna give McCagnon the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna say yes, because I feel like with Todd Bowles out of the mix, he's going to give his offense, the next new offensive minded head coach, a lot of leash and really pick his brain and see what he wants. I don't really feel as though Todd Bowles knows what Sam Darnold needs to be successful. McCagnon is one of the GMs in the league to where he gave Todd Bowles and the coaching staff a lot of say in who he picked. And a report actually came out today that said our Darius Stewart, Chad Hansen, Justin Burris, those were all picks based off of the Jets coaching staff, and none of those guys have worked out. So I see him being a little bit more being himself and kind of taking charge of the whole situation.
Very good answer. We got another. I'm just trying to get as many as we can. 20 Savage, I got your question now. Tylan Wallace to the Jets. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Tylan, maybe I'm not pronouncing it right. Tylan Wallace to the Jets, question mark, from 20 Savage.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah.
Is he a college prospect? Let me know.
All right, let's get back to it. Any chance Ramsey actually leaves the Jags, KC Chief? I think there is a chance. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I definitely think there's a chance. Whenever you hear trade rumors, there's always a chance. What's your thoughts, guys?
About what?
Jalen Ramsey.
I don't think
getting traded.
You don't think there's a chance? You think there's a 0% possibility?
I mean, everybody has a price tag, but in reality, do I see it coming true? No, I don't think the Jaguars. I think if anything, Jackson will just let him walk.
No, I do see. Well, what did they have to pay him next year?
No.
All right. Second half is underway, guys.
There's a big possibility, or not a big, but it's not zero. Jalen Ramsey's one of the most outspoken players in the NFL. I'm sure there's people in the locker room that don't like Jalen Ramsey, okay? He is not the easiest dude to get along with. So there is a possibility that people in Jacksonville don't like him. A million %.
All right, second half underway, guys. Thank you for the questions. And to answer your question about the prospect, JC27 says he plays for Oklahoma State.
I have to tell him. I have to watch some of his tape.
JC, well, he heard you. Okay, here we go. Shotgun formation for the Bears coming out. And they continue to do what they did in the first half. They hand to Howard, but Howard is stuffed. 1 yard loss. 1 yard loss. Good job there by the Vikings defense. Coming out.
Way to force him outside. Maybe Zimmer's trying to get to him.
You want to know what's crazy, by the way? You want to know what's crazy? Just going back to that Jacksonville situation real quick. I find it really weird how it's almost laughable at this point that Jalen Ramsey, who is the Jags' best player on this team, is being talked about as a trade. Possibly being traded when they continue to ignore Blake Bortles as Trey Burton rips off a huge pass play.
There's a flag. It's coming back. There's going to be a hold on that. It's coming back.
Yes.
But a huge gain there on the... we got a little extracurricular activities here.
No. Don't give a flag there. Oh, wow.
No, it's going to be a hold. Or I think. We'll see. But that... But a good play drawn up there by the Bears, but looks like it's going to be called back. It was about a 50-yard gain. Jags need a quarterback. Yeah, Ro, they've needed a quarterback since Mark Brunell, pretty much.
Yeah, well, they have Leftwich and David Gerard.
Yeah. There were actually two flags. Yeah, Gerard was efficient for them for that 1 year. I remember he only had 3 picks that 1 year that he brought him to the playoffs.
This is great. Minnesota now has to get him off the field.
So the Bears are called with a penalty there. That will back him up. It should bring up, about a second 21, I think? Something like that?
Yes. I like how Alexander's playing. I loved him from Clemson, Mackenzie Alexander.
Yeah.
And
he's another Florida.
By the way, guys, we will try to ask a few more questions after the game, but right now we want to focus on the game. Coming out shotgun formation. And he hands off to Cohen. Cohen's going to get a big run here. Big run. 20 yards. Oh, my
God. What a run by Cohen, man.
Just when you think the Vikings are getting something going on defense, Tariq Cohen comes out and hits a 20-yard draw play. And Spencer can't even watch the TV anymore.
Spencer, you all right, buddy?
This Minnesota defense is just not good. I mean, you got to call it how it is, guys. They are overrated. That was pitiful. That was embarrassing.
First down. They actually gave him a good spot.
That's a pretty generous spot right there, if you ask me.
Yeah.
That was embarrassing.
Hand off to Howard. Howard's going to get 4s. He continues to do what he's been doing.
I want to see a competitive ball game, but this is embarrassing. If I was Mike Zimmer, I would be beyond mad.
There's a flag on the play. We might have a hold here. They might bring this back.
The Bears are trying to give this. They're trying to let Minnesota.
It's on Minnesota. It's on Minnesota.
Oh, really? Face mask?
No, they called illegal use of the hands on Linval, the ex-Giant there.
Was he good for you guys? I didn't even know he was a Giant.
Yeah, he was pretty good for us. He never got to fully develop as a Giant. That was the problem. You remember him, Spence, right?
Yes, I do.
1st and 10. Aaron Lynch is out with a concussion.
Cody is such a beast.
Bears coming out shotgun formation. And handoff to Cohen. Cohen is running like a lunatic, but he gets stuffed for about a 4-yard loss. Good defense there by the Vikings. They stay at home.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, KCC. I'm actually a huge fan of Baker Mayfield. I think he is the truth. I think he is the future of the league, but we will see. All right, so we got another good spot. I thought he lost more than 2 yards, guys.
What do you guys think about this game? Like, is it a little slow for you guys, or?
This is the
It's
type
starting
of.
to slow down a little bit.
I'm completely fine with this type of football. I like this type of football, nitty gritty, ground and pound. And
Well, I want to see some more competition. I want to see Minnesota start to make some plays.
There's a completion there, but it was,
Yeah.
it was short. We got a 3rd and 10, 12 minutes to go, third quarter.
Mitchell Trubisky, if I had to give him a grade, somebody asked it earlier, I'd give him a B+. I mean, he's keeping everybody ahead in the chains.
A B
Played really well. But it's not like Kirk, other than that one pass, is also not playing a bad game either. I'd rate him a C, Kirk Cousins. It's totally not his fault.
Oh, I completely disagree with that, AF. AF says Baker's a bust. I completely disagree with that.
Huh. Oh, my gosh, no way.
Baker's a beast.
All right, here we go. Back to pass. Looking. 3rd and 6. And he drops it.
Wow.
They
got to stop?
I mean, okay, yeah, they got to stop. 4th down. We're gonna punt, but let's talk about Baker real quick. When you're looking at a quarterback, what doesn't he have other than 1 inch? The guy's 6'1". He has mobility. He has a very underrated arm in terms of arm strength. He's very accurate. He can throw on the run. What is not to like about his game? And he's a tremendous leader.
Also, he's pretty durable for his size.
Yeah, I like everything about him.
That was huge.
11:31 to go, 4th and 6. Here comes the snap.
I can't wait to see Josh Allen next year. Or maybe this year.
And the kick is away. Vikings are going to return this. He's going to pick up about 10 yards. They'll have it at the 25. 11:22 to go. Vikings trying to get something going here.
Nice return. All right. All right, Vikings, show us what you got here.
That's what got you excited.
I'm really excited the Vikings have the ball now, because now we can see Kirk Cousins.
All right, let's see what we got.
Easton Stick. That's so funny.
This is where the Vikings offense can really start exploding and taking hold of this game. Because if I'm Minnesota right here, I'm trying to, right from the jump, target big plays, get big chunks of yards, 15, 20, 15, 25.
Up-tempo football, man.
The only thing I'll say, though, as bad as Cousins looked in that first half, I may try to make a couple of safe throws just to get him some almost like a basketball player when he sees the ball go through the net. I might try to get him a couple of easy, quick completions to get him in the flow before I open it up.
You're acting like he played bad in the first half. Like he barely had the ball.
He played awful. He
didn't play. You can't say he's played awful. He didn't play at all. I mean,
really, I can't say he hasn't played awful.
He probably went like 6 for 8. Like that's not awful. That's like a C performance, excluding that interception.
He played awful.
No, you're rating way too much on one play.
He missed a ton of throws. Some of them weren't even close.
A ton. Name me one other than that throw out of the end zone.
He missed the throw to Diggs.
Yeah, he had a lot of those throws that were like tipped at the line and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. And then you guys are saying Trubisky's getting hit and it's not his fault, but you got to consider the same for Cousins.
But Trubisky was moving the ball.
Well, right, exactly. And Kirk Cousins
Cousins
has a terrible defense.
Cousins is 7 for 13 for 57 yards and a pick. You're telling me he played good?
I'm not saying he played well, but I'm not saying he played awful. I'm giving him like a C-.
No, I'm giving him like a D-.
Wow.
57 yards on 13 attempts?
Let me tell you what Trubisky is then for the day.
I can tell you right now, he's 13 for 16, 98 yards and a touchdown with a pick. And he's got like 50 yards rushing.
Yeah, 98 yards.
And 50 yards rushing. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, of course he's playing better. But he's going against the Vikings defense.
The Bears. What about the Bears defense?
Bears defense is the best in the NFL.
Yeah, they're very good.
I know. You got to take that into account when giving the grades up too. Yeah.
Shotgun formation. Cousins is going to hand off, and he's going to. See, I don't like that play call. I'm with JC that I would have came out throwing.
You have to stretch the field.
Yeah, I would have at least tried to establish some easy completions. I don't like that call. Second, go ahead.
Because, mentally, the whole Bears defense is thinking they're leaning forward before the play. You know, they don't think anything is going to go beyond them. You know what I'm saying? Like, mentally.
JC, we got a question for you. Somebody wants to know what you're eating.
Cheez-Its. Cheez-Its grooves, actually, to be specific.
Ooh,
the original better.
I've never had the grooves.
The original ones are better. I prefer those, and they're also cheaper.
There's a big completion there to Thielen. They finally starting to get him involved. But go ahead with the Cheez-Its. I always like talking food on the streams.
Yeah, but they do have said grooves on them, so the grip is better. There's less of a chance of droppage. Also, you get more in the bag.
I like that. A little less of a chance of droppage. I like that.
Yeah. Cheez-It grooves to answer your question, bro.
First and 10 minutes to go, and play action pass. Cousins rolling out, looking, and he's got a completion there to Thielen again. Thielen now has, I think, 4 catches here. I think the last 4 completions, if I'm not mistaken, have been to Thielen.
Oh, yeah.
Keep on throwing the ball. Do not let off the gas pedal.
Kirk's starting to get a little rhythm.
Yeah, Kirk's starting to get going here. Like I said, get him a nice couple easy completions. That's how two there. Now I might try to hit him deep, like JC said. 9:40 to go. You're getting him in rhythm here. Let's see if they try to throw a long ball here. Diggs in motion, and the handoff, and he is stuffed. The Bears are just eating up the run right now. We'll have a second and 11.
Because Minnesota hasn't given the Bears anything else but short little, everything is so it's like the Vikings are playing like in a vacuum. You have to, if you're the Vikings, air it out and let Kirk Cousins do a 5-step drop back from the shotgun and really let some rip 20 to 25 yards downfield.
Yeah, make this defense honest.
Yeah.
All right, we got a second and 11, 15 seconds to go on the play clock. Vikings come to the line. 8:57 to go third quarter. Bears lead 14-0.
Take a shot. I agree.
And he fakes the screen. He is looking deep. He hits a little slant there to Thielen, and Thielen makes another catch. For about 7 yards, we'll call it. We're going to have a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Yeah.
And now I think this is 4 downs the way the game is going, honestly.
No, you're only down by 2 touchdowns here.
What do you think, Entertainer?
Definitely not 4 downs. Worst case scenario, you pin him. If you don't pick this up, you pin him deep, and you try to pin him on the 1-2 yard line.
All right, well.
If it's 4th and 1, I go for it. I'll say that. But 4th and 4, I'm punting.
Okay. Quick pass here, and it might be a sack if they can't get a completion.
Shotgun formation. Here comes Cousins. He's got a 4.
Take a shot here, actually.
And completed for a loss, so they will be punting. Diggs picks it up for. Oh, there's a flag.
Wow. See, that's the thing though. I don't like.
Bad call.
I don't like those situations. It's on the Bears.
Yeah, it's on Minnesota. Yeah.
Bad call by DeFilippo there.
I don't know if that was the call though, because
it's not. They're declining this call.
Yeah, they're declining it because it's on Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah, that's what we said.
No.
But
yeah.
Holy Lord! The Vikings. This is a terrible performance.
I don't think that was the call. I think he threw that.
No one's playing well in the Vikings. This is a terrible performance.
I think he threw that to him because he was under pressure.
Oh, this is making me throw up.
So here we go. 4th and 4. Punt.
JC, are you getting angry just watching this game?
The offense of the Vikings. It's a little nauseating, to be honest with you.
I think Kirk is limited a little bit, but I want to see Kirk start playing hard. I bet this ball will go into the end zone.
Bad punt. I mean, they get it at the 18, but not. You could have done much better than that.
Come on, wake up!
Not a good punt there.
Wake up, Minnesota. Hey, can we try to rewind it so I'm watching the game?
Sure.
I actually don't have that feature on my TV.
All right, we'll leave it as is then.
Announce it from a Vikings perspective.
What do you mean, a Vikings? You want me to?
I'll be a Vikings announcer.
Vikings are a trash can, bro. Tucker says Vikings are not playing well tonight. That's for damn sure.
Who should be the next Broncos head coach? It should be Shane Waldron.
Shane Waldron.
Yep. Or Severino. But
No,
Shane,
you know who'd be perfect for Denver?
who?
John Harbaugh.
No, another stale, pasty old white dude. No,
But
no.
that's what Denver is. That Denver needs a guy like that.
You hate Denver, though.
Yeah, but you have to look
Yes.
for if that was a Bronco fan asking, he doesn't hate Denver.
Well, no, but he doesn't want that.
You don't know that.
You want exciting. Shane Waldron's perfect. You need
See, that's where
you need an offensive mind.
That's where me and
No.
Spencer. That's where me and Spencer disagree for the Giants specifically. Spencer wants a run and gun head coach for the Giants. I don't think that suits the Giants' MO. I think they are a team in the conditions they play in. They are not suited for that type of play. They never have been.
Whoa! Look who showed up!
Cop Pizzle is in the building. My man, Cop Pizzle. Thank you for tuning into the stream, brother. Big win today for Eli Manning and the New York Football Giants.
Did he upload a vid? I almost want to get him on Skype.
I love Cop. Yeah, Cop, if you want to come in on Skype just to talk about the game for a few minutes, by all means.
I know. I want Skype and JC to talk Eli Manning. That's what I want.
Hey, I'm about it. I'm about it.
Octagon match with Cop.
What a game today.
What a game! Today was fun. Wasn't today fun, Chris? Like
wait.
watching.
He wants to call in. He wants.
Are you kidding me? Is he a Skyper?
Yeah, Spencer, hit him up on Skype.
Oh my God! This chat's gonna get insane. What's he under?
I'm scared if I call him that I'll lose you guys.
What is he under? Cop? Oh, I think I got him. Hold on.
No, it's not Cop Pizzle. It's.
Yeah, I got him. Hold on.
All right, Spencer's hitting you up, Cop.
Is he gonna come in with the video? Is he gonna join? Things could get really, really interesting. Look at our numbers starting to pop.
Here
The cop bringing the cop factor.
Play action pass and caught. We're gonna have a 2nd and 6
Cop is
coming up.
downloading. Of course, I didn't want to pressure Cop if he's not ready. You know what I mean?
He said he'd love to. He's gonna come in.
All right, maybe things are rolling, but we'll talk all Eli Manning, man. This will be a lot of fun with one of the greatest YouTubers in the history of YouTube. But it's time for the Vikings to get off the field right now. What a football game, I'm going to say today from Saquon. Pat Shurmur called a beautiful game. It's a shame that the Giants were 1-7, that the season was over. But a lot.
Stop! Just enjoy the win. Stop saying the season's over. Shotgun formation. Here come the Bears. Completion. First down, Chicago Bears. I think Cop has entered the building.
Somebody is coming.
Just waiting for the video to pop in, but we see the BC there.
Somebody's fiddling around the Cop.
Meet the Mets is in the building. All right.
My goodness, an all-star cast.
There he is.
Whoa! Eli!
Love this guy.
What's up, guys?
What is going on, Cop Pizzle? Cop Pizzle is in the building.
Hey, can you hear me?
We hear you loud and clear, brother.
Okay. Hold on. I got a question.
Go ahead.
I got a question. Hold on. I got to find my shit. Okay. So, I like Jet Central over there, right? I like him a lot. I've never done any business with him. I like him a lot. I don't hate on him. I'm just wondering, have the New York Jets ever had a quarterback as good as Eli Manning in their whole franchise? I don't think so. So if anybody can hate on Eli Manning, you've got to have a quarterback at least good as him in your whole franchise. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
You know,
if you're a Dolphins fan, I get it, Dan Marino. If you're a Patriots fan, Tom Brady, I get it. But 49ers, Joe Montana, yes. But if you're Jets fan, no, not the Jets. Not the Jets.
See, also, let me say this, Cop. Huge fan, by the way, of your channel. Huge fan. You got a great fan base. But Spencer's a Giant fan. You're a Giant fan. Chris is a Giant fan. The one thing that you guys all have in common is that you think I'm hating on Eli Manning. I'm not hating on him. I'm just speaking facts. I'm just saying that he hasn't won that many games. Granted, he won the 2 Super Bowls for you guys. It's more than the Jets have had their whole franchise history.
By the way, I don't want to interrupt you. I'm sorry, guys, but we got to talk to Cop. We're going to go away from the game here for about 10, 15 minutes to talk Giants football. Let's get right into it. I'm sorry. I just wanted to say that. Go ahead.
Yeah, Trubisky ripped off a nice little play-action fake. Eli Manning has more Super Bowls in the Jets franchise. That's a fact. But another fact is that he hasn't won games as of late. He's turned the ball over at an alarming rate. He's up there in age. He's slow. He is not mobile. I mean, you guys won. You guys won today. You guys won last week as well. But the facts are that the Giants just beat 2 bottom 5 teams in the league, and you guys are acting like you got your 3rd Lombardi trophy.
Do you understand numbers? Are you good with numbers, Jet Central? Do you know numbers? Let me ask you something. Is 17 for 18 any good at all? Is it good at all? If you go and you do something, or you're shooting free throws, you play a little basketball every now and then? If you hit 17 for 18 at the free throw line.
He did miss that one, man.
Oh yeah, he missed. No, I will admit that one was not good.
But let's be as bad as the throw was, Barkley could have caught that. It would have been a great catch, but he hit both his hands.
But here's the thing,
what was the passer rating? 155 today.
It was 150 a million. That's the bottom line. 17 for 18. I mean, what else do you want? Seriously, what else do you want? I mean, and you can say like it's the Bucks, but that's the thing. All these quarterbacks get to play sorry teams like the Bucks every once in a while. All these quarterbacks get to play the 49ers once in a while. Like the New York Giants, unfortunately, had murderer's row of a schedule to start the season. And guess what? The Philadelphia Eagles showed you today how good
I don't want to interrupt you, Cop. Huge play just happened. Bears throw a pick. The Vikings running it back all the way to the 32 as the Vikings look to get back into this football game.
Yeah. Hey, tell me when Mitchell Trubisky wins 2 Super Bowl rings. Tell me, because I guess what? It ain't easy to do. You don't just win 2 rings just by accident. You don't just win them for no reason at all. Mitchell Trubisky, can he even get one? Jet Central, can he get one?
No, and
can he get one, Jet Central?
Can he beat Tony Romo in Dallas? Can he beat a 13-3 team?
Yeah.
Can Eli Manning beat the Packers that are 15-1? He of course beat the 16-0. He beat the 18-0 Patriots. And Cobb Pizzle, I have to say, Eli Manning, the arm strength looks back, and he hasn't had a head coach like Shermer. When's the last time Eli's only thrown 18 times a game? Ben McAdoo was making him throw 50 times a game.
Exactly. And look, obviously, we don't need Eli to be the number 1 go-to man, right? We don't need Eli Manning throwing 50 times a game, okay? You don't want that. As much as I love Eli, I don't want him throwing 50 times a game. I want him throwing about how many times he threw today. The Giants for the last 2 weeks, listen up, Jet Central, because I'm going to teach you a little bit about Giants football. The Giants the last 2 weeks have played good defense, just okay defense. I'm sorry, not good defense, but okay defense. They've ran the ball a bunch with Barkley, and they've mixed in what?
The play action.
Passing. That is New York Giants football. Anything else is not New York Giants football. It's Jets football. That's what that is.
That's Kevin Gilbride, baby.
Yeah.
Do you think? Okay, let me.
That's Kevin Killdrive. We're going back to the Kevin Killdrive days.
When Eli, or not Eli Manning, but just the Giants play a good team, they lose, and when they play the bad teams, are more competitive, but they barely squeak by. The 49ers sole possession of the with the worst or the number 1 pick if the season were to end today.
Well, I didn't understand the back end of your question.
Do you think it's a coincidence that when the Giants play a good team, they lose and look horrible? Unless the Panthers game, it was close. The Panthers game was close.
I don't mean to interrupt, but let's be fair here. There was a bunch of games this year where it was close. The Saints game wasn't indicative. The final score, the Giants were in that game until the very end. Eagles
also take.
It's 3rd and 1. You got to run the ball.
The Eagles game, they got blown out. The Cowboys game, they got blown out. Jacksonville, they took all the way to the end. So there were 2 games they got blown out this year.
But I'm also only 2 games that Eli played well in. Are we going to get the Eli that played against the Eagles and the Saints? And Eli versus the Redskins was bad too. He was on and off. Versus the NFC South, I think Eli was great. I think the Monday night game, Eli was great, 400 yards. The Carolina game, he was great. But it has been inconsistent.
What about the What about
but the reality is right now their record is 3-7, correct? But if it wasn't for a Christmas miracle of a field goal,
they're 4-6.
They're 4-6. Okay, and I disagree about the Saints. I think that Saints was a winnable game.
Yeah.
I don't think the score test necessarily indicated that. I feel like there's only 2 games that they had no chance in, at least the way the game started, which was the Cowboys and the Eagles game.
Yes.
They never had a chance from the get-go for whatever reason. And truthfully, I think both of those games were bad game planning.
100%.
I don't think it was necessarily I think the game plan on the Cowboys game was terrible, and then the Eagles game was just not good either. I'm hoping that my boy Pat Shurmur is going to this time around with the Eagles. We're playing the Eagles next week in an absolute great situation, perfect because they're
I agree with you.
And today, they showed no life. They showed a team that doesn't want to be there.
I will say, Cop, though, I don't mean to interrupt. I will say the last time we played the Eagles, I felt the same exact way, and we got blown out. So
That's true.
I don't want to count my chickens before they're hatched.
Hey, Cop, when's the last time we won in the Link? 2013?
It's a win. We weren't even born yet, Spencer. But to Jet Central's point, I understand what he's saying. We lose to good teams, win against bad teams, and that's kind of been the Giants' theme the last couple years. However, I think that this team eventually has to start building some confidence somewhere and turning a corner. And I'm not saying that the Eagles, the best team I think that's left on their schedule is this Bears team, for example.
100%.
I think the Bears are better than the Eagles. I think they're better than the Colts, Titans, Cowboys, and Redskins. So, truthfully, even if the Giants was to win next weekend, I don't think that's a great Eagles team. But the Bears would be a good test, I guess.
I think the Colts are a good team, but I really think that the psychological factor of going into the Link, they can have Nathan Peterman at quarterback. I never feel comfortable in that.
No, I agree with that. But there is a real possibility that they can win the rest of their games. The Giants.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. I am not expecting that. I don't think.
No, I'm not expecting it.
Yeah, I think it's a remote possibility, but it is possible. Because it's a small possibility. But once you get things rolling, there is momentum in football. If they could, for me to truly believe that it's possible, if they have to beat the Eagles. If they beat the Eagles, then I'll say to myself, maybe we could get to 8-8. We'll even say, because even at 8-8, if they could win their divisional games, they have a shot with tiebreakers. So that's the way I'll look at it. But beat the Eagles before I even start thinking about it.
But do we see? Did you watch the game today, Jet Central? Did you watch the Giants play?
No.
Shame on you. Shame on you.
I didn't want to sit through that agony.
Shame on you.
It wasn't agony. It was a track meet.
It was a track meet of a football game.
It was beautiful.
Up and down.
Hey, let me ask you this real quick.
And
I thought you made a whole bunch of good points right there. I really did.
Alec Ogletree.
Next season, do you want to draft a quarterback?
No. Let me tell you what I want to do.
Who are you riding with now?
I'm going to tell you what I want to do, and I know Spencer is going to disagree with this, but I'm completely fine with it. I don't think Justin Herbert's coming out. I don't think he is. I'm on the bandwagon that he's not coming out. Number one, I don't even think he's ready to come out. I honestly don't.
I actually agree with you.
I don't think he's even ready, remotely. Number two, I know that his brother is going to play at Oregon next season, and I think that he wants to play with his brother. With that being said, I've watched all the other guys: Will Grier, Daniel Jones. I'm not a believer in any of those guys. No.
How about Locke? Have you watched him?
I've watched Locke, but Locke, in my opinion, Locke is another guy that it doesn't matter how big of an arm that he has. You still need to have an offensive line in front of him.
I agree. I agree with Piz on that. I'm not one of these guys that falls in love with arms. I need more than that.
If he doesn't have an offensive line, that arm does him no good. Period.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, this is what I think the Giants could possibly do, or what I would do if I was the Giants. There's a mentality of let's tank, lose, get the best draft pick possible, right? There's that mentality. But as you guys know, surely to goodness you guys are smart enough to realize that trades happened in the draft all the time. The Philadelphia Eagles were not in the number 2 spot when they drafted Carson Wentz. They traded to be in the number 2 spot.
Well, how about the Jets?
The Jets traded to the number 3 spot. Okay, got Sam Darnold. With that being said, what I would do if I was the Giants is, and this is going to sound way radical, way crazy, but if I have a top 10, let's assume that they have a top 10 pick next season. Okay, let's assume the worst, and they got a top 10, maybe even top 5. If I don't like a quarterback, but there is a player that I like that doesn't have to be drafted in the top 10, I actually trade somebody for somebody's next year's first-round draft pick. You following me?
I like that.
I want somebody else's number 1 draft pick for next season in 2020. You with me?
I like that.
So that way, you might lose your first-round draft pick in 2019. You might just fall back into the 20s or 30s, okay? Follow me here. So the point is that you give yourself 2 first-round draft picks for 2020 and package them to move forward.
For Tua.
If it's Tua, I do have a man crush on Tua.
By the way,
or Herbert.
By the way,
okay. But even so if you like Herbert, and you know that he's not coming out, and 2020 is when he is coming out.
It's not. It's a very very good strategy, Cop.
Why not give yourself?
I will say that.
Let me ask you this real quick.
Hold on. Let JC go ahead. Go ahead, JC.
Yeah, just to kind of ask you one more thing. If Herbert's not coming out though, and I guess it's not impossible because you saw the Saints trade up for Marcus Davenport, which was a crazy ass trade. But what team would move up if there's not a premier quarterback sitting there? You know what I mean?
I don't know. I don't know.
Like,
I don't have those. Obviously we have to look at the draft. We have to see what the draft order actually is. Okay.
Sure.
I mean, you don't know for sure that Big Ben is going to play next season, for example.
Right.
They're going to probably be back in there.
The Redskins.
You never know what the Patriots are going to do ever. The Redskins, thank you, Spence. That's another team that's definitely going to probably need a quarterback. So obviously you don't know. You don't have. That's way too far advanced. I don't even like talking about drafting this part of the season, but. In my opinion, you don't just draft a quarterback for the sake of drafting a quarterback. You better like him.
100%,
you better be 100% on board with him because if he fails, you end up like the Tampa Bay Bucks with Jameis Winston, and you don't know what to do with them, and you're literally stuck with them.
Yep.
Where it's like you don't know where to play him, like today, right? The Giants are playing the Bucks. Fitzmagic is out there being magical with the interceptions, and all of a sudden they put in Winston. And Winston has like a great second half against the Giants, like he looked really, really good. I don't know if that was the Giants just playing soft coverage,
it's the carousel, Cop. Winston will throw 5 picks next week, and Fitzpatrick will come back.
To me, that is like people are like, oh, we got Eli Manning, we're in the worst situation ever. No, the worst situation ever is when you're like Tampa Bay Bucks and you don't know who the hell to start week in, week out. That is QB hell.
All right, Bob, let's address the elephant in the room. I want to cut to the chase with Cobb.
Go ahead.
You're good rolling with Eli next year, right?
Oh, Jet Central, listen to me. Sign me up for Eli Manning next season. If you absolutely, positively had to change the quarterback, you do it in free agency next year. Like, that is my because right. I don't like the. I mean, tell me a quarterback in the next year's draft that you 100% are behind for any franchise. Any franchise doesn't have to be the Giants.
Hey, Cop. He likes Case Keenum more than Eli. He does.
Right now, yeah.
So Denver is clearly not going to have Case Keenum as a quarterback next season. Clearly.
Why not?
I think they're definitely going to be moving on from him. I mean, they have to be, right? They tried. They gave him a go, and I don't see them having him as their quarterback next year. There could be a real chance that Case Keenum could be a free agent pickup for the Giants. I think.
I don't know the contract situation. Keenum signed a pretty long deal, right? 3 years.
I don't see Case Keenum on the Broncos next year. I don't. I think they honestly were thinking that they were getting something else than what they've got, and they're not in contention with him. Maybe John Elway is liable to go out and get a quarterback in the draft. Look, one of the quarterbacks are going to get taken. Doesn't mean that you like him, but somebody's going to get taken. Somebody's going to take Drew Lock. Somebody's going to take the Duke quarterback. If Herbert comes out, somebody's going to take Herbert. Somebody's going to take Will Grier. So.
And I will say this. I think the Giants are going to win a lot of these games, though. I think we're getting 7 wins.
I think we're getting 9.
By the way,
And you make fun of me for being optimistic.
By the way, Pizzo, I want to
You
say
make fun of me for
Pizzo,
being all sunshine and roses.
I like the hat you got on, Pizzo.
I know. You can take credit for it.
We're going to Indy. We're smacking the Colts, aren't we?
Yeah, I mean, like, I think it's funny that people literally just doubted this Giants team. Look, they're still 3-7. I'm not happy about it. Blah 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 blah. But the fact is, they played a really tough schedule to start the year.
No, they did, and they got bad. They definitely got bad luck with the field goal with Carolina.
They got terrible luck. I mean, Carolina. Graham Gano missed an extra point today. For God's sakes, he missed an extra point today. But he's hitting 100-yard field goals against the Giants.
But
even the Cowboys? Even the Cowboys are pretty good. We thought that was a terrible loss.
Yeah, they're not.
Our strength of schedule is probably the best in the NFL. I'm telling you, it's near the top every year.
But I do want to kind of get back to the game as we're in the fourth quarter, guys. But Pizzle, you can stay on. But I think
all I'm saying is, and I know Jet Central hates Eli Manning. All I'm going to say is, and I understand he's objective and he's trying, blah, 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 blah.
No, I will say, to give JC credit, he is very fair in his analysis usually. He will say bad things about Jet players too.
No, I'm just saying that I think that the biggest thing with Eli has been that he has a terrible offensive line in front of him most of the year. The Giants have desperately tried to move in pieces out with them. I mean, desperately moving people in and out. And finally, they've been able to actually get a run game going.
Whoa. Nope.
And things have actually been improving. And I just wish that the Eli debate would stop. That's honestly what I wish. I wish people would stop talking about Eli Manning. Like now it's going
to heat up. Because
is he a Hall of Famer? Is he not?
It's crickets.
Jerry Rice, is he a Hall of Famer? Jerry Rice, you played in the system, damn offense. Okay? Shut up. Like, don't tell me that Eli Manning's not a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Cop, even if the Giants, miss out on the playoffs, what are you trying to see from the rest of the team? What are you trying to see from the Giants the rest of the year?
I'm curious. Why are we going for the Vikings in here?
Oh, I'm not going. I'm just trying to see a good game.
I just want to see some excitement right
so
now.
You guys are wanting some overtime, huh?
Yeah. We're going to be doing a lot of live streams on this channel. Actually, Pizzle.
A little free football on a Sunday night.
Even tomorrow. Tomorrow's game's going to be great too.
We'll have the Monday night game on. Giants will obviously remain on my channel. Which, by the way, Pizzle, I just want to say thank you again for coming on my channel for that stream. I had such a blast with you.
Who do you guys? Thank you. Who do you guys like tomorrow?
I like the Rams at home.
I think the Rams are better, but I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
Bad pick.
No, the LA Rams, dude, because the Chiefs can't protect Mahomes, so Sue and Aaron Donald are going to feast.
I want to hear.
Listen to me. The Chiefs are a regular season team.
And what are we in right now?
Baby.
I understand that. I get that. But what I'm saying is you want to talk about a team that when they play good football teams, I think they're going to struggle.
I'd like to hear why Jet Central likes the Chiefs. I'd like to hear that. I'm just curious. What makes you think that they'll win on the road?
And Joe Lutz.
Because they're one of the best offenses in the league. I feel as though, looking at the Rams defense, they've had a tough time stopping people. I think it's going to be a game pretty similar to the Chiefs-Patriot games when we saw the Patriots won 43-40, right? So both defenses are going to get shredded. I just feel like the Chiefs on offense have too many playmakers. I don't think the Rams can stop them all, and the Chiefs are just going to have they're just going to find the open guy. If you want to double team Kelsey, they're going to have Watkins. If you want to double team Hill, they'll have Kelsey. So you could just kind of pick your poison with the Chiefs offense.
I mean, it's definitely you definitely have every right to think the Chiefs will win. The Chiefs have been unbelievable this year. They're an historical offense in terms of production. But I will say and I think Spencer alluded to this in our preview. Where I really like the Rams tomorrow, I think the pass rush will be able to get after the quarterback. I do because I don't think the Chiefs' offensive line will hold up against that pass rush.
Is Eric Berry coming back tomorrow too, by the way? I think he is.
I'm not sure. I'm not 100% on that. But let's get back to this game, by the way. The Vikings are driving, and then we'll have a little more football talk after this drive. Cousins coming out under center, 3rd and 2, big play coming up. They spread the offense out. The Vikings have it at the 10 of Chicago.
Well, Diggs in the backfield here. Watch this. Okay.
Oh, sack. Big play by Chicago.
Bears D steps up again.
Wow. So they'll kick the field goal here, make it a one-possession game with the 2-point conversion. So we still got a close ball game here if he makes it 14-6.
Okay, yeah.
Kirk Cousins on prime time games stinks. He stinks.
You're right about that.
He stinks.
You're right.
Central. The Vikings paid him all this money, and he stinks. On prime time games, how are you going to win playoff games? You stink.
Why are you singling me out? He's not a Jet.
Because you wanted him. The Jets wanted him.
JC's just like ready for the cop, man.
I'm just an easy target right now because I don't
turn out JC.
The problem is, Jet Central, is I've got 2 other Giant fans in here, and you're the easy target. And I can't pick on you.
And I don't have Super Bowl trophies.
Right. I like Kirk Cousins as well, but I'm staying awfully quiet.
I'll say JC is really handling this very well with 3 Giant YouTubers. He's doing a good job here.
I like Jet Central. Somebody has to root for the Jets, and it should be him.
The cop.
Well, I'll say this, though. I think this is actually the first time, like, the 3 of you guys, including me, are in one chat. I wanted to thank you all for Sam Darnold. The future's looking pretty promising.
You're welcome. You can have
You know that Barkley was the right choice.
I agree.
Eli Manning will wheel himself out there in a wheelchair.
No. 17 for 18 today. Sam Darnold went for 17 for 18 in his whole career.
Saquon Barkley, bro. I'm telling you, they would take Barkley.
Yeah, they would. If the Giants would have taken Darnold, they would have taken Barkley.
JC, let me ask you, and be honest with me. And I know Jets fans were all in on the quarterback. They clearly were. You guys haven't had it, as we alluded to, and it's not picking on the Jets. It's just facts. The Jets have not had a franchise quarterback really for more than a 4 or 5 year period since Joe Namath. They had Pennington for a spurt, they had Testaverde for a spurt, they had Sanchez for a spurt, but not for a elongated period similar to an Eli Manning. So we knew you were taking the quarterback. But if you were the GM in the Giants' shoes, if you weren't trading down, let's take that out of the equation. You're not trading down, you are staying at 2. Given what the Giants had, a horrendous offensive line, no running backs, would you have taken a quarterback?
Yeah, I personally would have. But then again, I'm not. If I was a newcomer coming into the Giants, I know you guys because you guys are rooted in with the franchise. You guys been fans forever, and you have that connection with Eli Manning. You have the connection.
Well, my philosophy has nothing to do with Eli Manning. I just don't.
It does.
No, because I don't think that. I'm of the belief, similar to when Eli came in, and I always say this: when Eli came in, they had a foundation set up for him. They had an establishing, I won't say it was fully established, but an establishing offensive line, and they had a great running back in Tiki Barber. You bring a rookie quarterback into this situation, he would get killed. So that's why I was all for taking Barkley. And I think he's a once-in-a-generational talent.
And the thing about Eli is that me and the entertainer have already said, entertainer, I know a couple weeks ago you honestly wanted Lauletta. I'm honestly going to say that, and I was the same.
Well, I was passionate, and it was less.
No, Eli has shocked me the past couple weeks. I am shocked. If I told you after the Redskins debacle that he would go 17 for 18 and get these 2 wins, I would be shocked.
Let me say the reason I wanted Eli. It was less to do with Eli's play and more to do with the fact that I didn't think Eli could succeed because they couldn't block. So I was sick. I was sick of seeing him get killed. The last 2 weeks they have blocked and they've run the football. So it has encouraged me to think that maybe Eli could get the job done going forward this year.
Well, right. Well, just next year we're going to have an insurance plan if we're again 0-4 and Eli continues to play poorly.
Yeah.
We're not going to – I don't want to make the same mistake 3 times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But there is a real possibility that if Herbert comes out that the Giants will draft Herbert.
No, because he's a fit for Shermer's system. He's a quick passing guy.
But that's if he comes out.
All right, let's get back to the game here, guys. We've got Bears, 11:46 to go. 1st and 10 at their own 25, up 8. Trubisky.
Vikes defense come into play a little bit.
And there's a completion to Cohen. He's going to pick up 11 first down. Nice play there Nice play. What do you think of Cohen, Pizzle?
He's on my fantasy team, Jet Central. He's on my fantasy team.
And you're having a pretty good night.
Yeah.
When those are rare to come by, and Cohen's balling.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
I know.
Cohen's playing. Cohen, he is fun to watch. He really is. He reminds me of Sproles.
My fantasy running back today were Cohen and Barkley, so I'm having a good day. Most of the time, it's Barkley and Kenyon Drake. And Kenyon Drake hadn't been worth a damn this year, but Cohen is tearing it up. I love what I'm seeing tonight. I like it. I like it. I like it.
Jordan Howard gets stuffed
He's a PPR monster.
Yeah,
hit him. There we go. Good hit.
Jordan Howard gets stuffed there for a 2-yard game. We're going to have a 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, Cop, what do you feel about Andrew Luck and this Colts team?
Oh, I mean, like, obviously, they were actually really impressive today.
Yeah.
Like, really good. I didn't get to watch most of their game. I got watch bits and pieces of it because obviously I was watching the Giants most of the time. But I actually thought they could win today, but I didn't think they would just blow the Titans out because Titans were coming off 2 really nice wins. But Andrew Luck,
Fumble.
Andrew Luck.
Are you kidding me?
Incomplete.
Andrew Luck has really came back and just really, shown a lot of good things this year. Honestly, I was thinking like he is probably better than Carson Wentz at this point. Right?
Andrew Luck, when Andrew Luck has the time and he is healthy.
And they look similar. They seem like a similar quarterback, but I think Andrew Luck is better, right?
Andrew Luck, to me, he's one of the top 3 quarterbacks in the league when he has time and he's healthy. He's unbelievable.
Really good.
Yeah.
He's really good. He's really, really good.
Here we go. We got a 3rd and 8 coming up here. Big play in this football game.
You guys got me on board, man. I'm on this Vikings train right now. 10-2.
I don't want to hear the play. I don't want to hear this play.
Trubisky shotgun looking. Caught.
Ooh, big play right there.
Big play for the Chicago Bears as they try to extend this drive to try to milk the clock.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. What a huge play that was to Taylor Gabriel.
Hey, Cop, let me ask you this real quick.
Damn.
What are your thoughts right now on Dallas? Coming off a huge win.
I mean, I said at the start of the year that they would be the competition for the Giants in NFC East. Obviously, my Giants haven't lived up to what my hype that I had for them. But Dallas is doing exactly what I kind of thought they would do. Like, they would just kind of hang around, and they're getting hot right now at the right time. Like, they have every right to be the front runners right now to win the NFC East. I think. I mean,
I agree with that.
By the way, they're going to beat the Redskins next week.
I mean, who is going to quarterback the Redskins? Colt McCoy?
Yes.
I mean,
Cop, their defense is Van Der Esch is so damn good.
Oh, Van Der Esch is really good. I mean, honestly, their defense is getting really, really like I kind of didn't think there'd be any D in Dallas this year, right? I mean, Spence kind of did a video early in the year where we were kind of making fun of their defense, but they're really starting to get like they're getting good.
Jerry's a sympathetic character.
Oh, what a hit!
I know you guys really dislike Jerry Jones, but that Amari Cooper trade, the whole world criticized him on that trade.
I don't have any. I actually don't mind Jerry Jones.
I
think he's funny.
Yeah, I like Jerry too. Like, he was getting pumped up. And Cop, keeping Jason Garrett in the NFC East is actually a good thing for us. He's not a scary guy at all. The Cowboys, to me, I've never really hated them because they've never been a threat to me. Whereas the Philadelphia Eagles, I absolutely hate.
But I think you were bringing up Cooper. I think that a lot of that is a little bit wrong because I think it's their defense that's winning their games for them.
Big play here, guys. 3rd and 3. Trubisky drops back to pass. He's under pressure. And it's almost picked. Slips right through his hands. So we're going to have a 4th and 3 here, guys. I think they're going to punt it away.
What a play!
I think they're going to punt it away, and Minnesota will have it.
What a stop!
That should have been an interception. I got a spoiler alert for you, Jet Central. Kirk Cousins is going to drive the Vikings down. They're going to score, but Kirk Cousins is going to do Kirk Cousins things and miss the 2-point conversion. 14-12.
That's what you call it.
I'm calling it.
I really do.
I'm calling it.
Or how about an interception then the last possession of the game, too? That would be Kirk Cousins. You know what, Cop Pizzle? You probably think of Kirk Cousins and you probably think so much of that Giants-Redskins game before the boat trip. That's the Kirk Cousins you always know.
Good punt there. They down it at the 11.
I just, when the Vikings signed him, I just felt like they were thinking they were getting something really good, and I just was like boring, like just boring. Like this is like I'm not a believer in Kirk Cousins.
I am, but he's so much better than the guys that they've had.
Case Keenum.
Yes, Bradford and Keenum. Absolutely.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, he's an upgrade on them guys, on those guys.
Yeah,
but
and Stafford isn't good either.
But Kirk Cousins is not going to win you a Super Bowl.
I disagree with that.
Actually, I think he could too.
He's not winning you a Super Bowl. Way.
Nobody thought that Brees would win a Super Bowl when he was with the Chargers.
Drew Brees? Okay, you're right about that. But ever since he got with the right coach, Sean Payton, he's been spectacular. He's been great.
Yes.
But I don't think Kirk Cousins, that's not.
I'll say this. I don't think Cousins.
Kirk Cousins not win a Super Bowl.
I don't think Kirk Cousins is the type of quarterback that could put you on his back. But I think if given the right situation with the right type of team, he could win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, like a Foles or a Matt Ryan or Flacco. He can get you there.
No. Okay, he can get you there to the playoffs, but he's not going to win it. No.
I think Kirk is clutch. I think Kirk's big time throws.
The thing is, though, with this argument is that the Super Bowl is so hard.
I want Kirk Cousins to show me something on this drive. I'm selling. You guys are buying. I'm selling. You got no. Wait a minute. I'm buying. I'm half buying.
Joe, good question. Joe Lutz asked me a good question. He asked me if the Giants stick with Eli next year, and Herbert declares for the draft, which I don't think he does. So all right, let's say Herbert doesn't declare for the draft. He's asking me, who would you take with a top 5 pick if you were the New York Giants? If Bosa's not there, which we all assume he won't be unless you have the first overall pick, I'm going offensive line. Whoever they deem is the best available offensive lineman.
Yeah, if they don't do a trade thing like I was suggesting, then you've got to make a pick at either the D line or offensive line. No question about it.
Yeah.
At D line. The problem is we play 3-4, so we're not going to get a great D tackle. Like Quinnen Williams. Quinnen Williams is really good. Ed Oliver's really good, but we play a 3-4, so we need a nose tackle.
Well, I think they're sold on.
I love the trade back or Jonah Williams.
I'm much more on the trade back.
Okay, he rephrased the question.
And by the way, Will Hernandez was really good today.
He rephrased the question. He's saying if Herbert was there, would you take him? Only if I felt he was the quarterback of the future. If I did, of course.
Hernandez is good. Our draft was great.
Picked. He's gonna run this back. A pick 6 for the Chicago Bears. Turn out the lights as they go up 20-16. Extra point pending.
The hell did I say?
It is clutch.
What the hell did I say?
Wow. Kirk.
What the hell did I say?
You know what, Pizzle? I'm gonna agree with you now. Kirk Cousins cannot win you a Super Bowl. That just decided
for me. Stinks.
And that was one play.
Wow.
We're going 20. We're going 20. We're going 24-21.
Jet Central. I know that your Jets were they were thinking about this Kirk Cousins guy. You got so lucky by not getting this guy. So damn lucky. I'm telling you. You should be thanking your luck. The hell with the Giants and Barkley and getting Darnold. The hell with that. You need to be thankful you didn't have to worry about getting Kirk Cousins and you drafted Sam Darnold. That's what you should be like.
Hey, Cop, I think that Kirk Cousins will be 1,000,000% better than Sam Darnold.
Oh, I disagree with that.
I don't know. That's a hot
I think
take.
Sam Darnold's a total bust. And Kirk Cousins going up against the Chicago vaunted defense.
I disagree. I disagree.
Kirk Cousins has been having a really good statistical year.
I'm gonna be fair with you, Spencer. I think you are way too hard on Sam Darnold. He's still only 20 years old.
No, but you guys are being hard on Kirk Cousins. I mean, he's not having his best night, but Kirk has to have a best season.
He stinks.
Kirk Cousins,
The thing is with Kirk Cousins is that he has more of a resume of doing this sort of stuff. Darnold is halfway through his rookie year with a crap head coach, no wide receivers,
By the way, guys, they're going for 2 here.
And Eddie Jackson.
Why?
Eddie Jackson from Alabama, a 4th-round pick by Ryan Pace, is the GM of the year.
They're throwing a fade pattern in the end zone, and he caught it. They go up 16.
Got it.
22-16. Beautiful throw there by Trubisky.
Oh, my gosh. This is a massacre.
But I'm with Pizzle. There must be something wrong with the field goal kicker because that's the second time they went for 2.
Adam
But look,
Adam Shaheen.
the Bears are going to the playoffs.
Yeah, after tonight, I would say so. Yeah.
They're going to go to the playoffs, but they're going to get crushed. We know this, right?
Well,
What?
They're
whoa.
getting crushed.
No, I
And
don't.
Cop Bizzle, they have the second best coach in the NFL.
I don't
in
think.
Matt.
I think.
He is good. He is good.
When you say crush, you mean in the wild card? You don't
That,
think
no, I'm saying when they go against like the Rams or Saints, they got no chance.
if it's on the road, I agree. Well,
They got no chance.
You can. Their defense is very good though.
No, their defense is good. Their
Yeah,
defense.
on the road, their offense might turn it over on the road.
They're not the same team on the road that they are at home.
Correct.
They're not. And if Mac is not 100%, they're not that vaunted defense that Spence speaks of.
Hey, Cop, can I feed you some red meat?
Feed
Can I
it.
give you a little steak?
Feed it.
Wait, Bizzle, did you? Wait, I don't mean to interrupt you. Did you see the stream at the beginning, or did you just tune in?
No, I literally.
Okay, when you get a chance, just for 2 minutes, go back to the beginning of the stream. He reminded me because he's talking about red meat. You have got to see the way that this guy handles a spoon. He was eating.
I had dinner with him, so I must have missed it when he was eating dinner with me. So I must have missed it. I'll have to look.
It was a fancy steakhouse. We were enjoying some red wine. Papa Bruce.
What's your red meat question?
Hey, Cop's also met Bruce Central, JC. Cop knows Dr. Bruce, the doctor.
Yeah, the doc man.
The sports doc.
He's a good man.
So the red meat question of the day is Doug Peterson overrated?
Yeah. I mean, look, be honest. Like, the Eagles kind of got lucky last year.
I gotta be fair here.
Don't be fair.
No. I'm gonna tell you my honest assessment here with that question. I completely agree with you on the Eagles getting lucky last year.
They were fortunate.
Everything broke right for them. They played a soft schedule. The Giants with the injuries.
Hold on. How did everything go right for them when their MVP quarterback got?
When I say that, I mean in terms of schedule. And in the playoffs, and in the playoffs, everything broke right for them. They avoided the Saints. The Saints lost to the Vikings in that miracle play to Diggs. I think had the Saints won that game, they would have beaten the Eagles. But to be fair, as a Giants fan, the Giants got lucky in their Super Bowl run, avoiding the Saints as well. They would have had to go to New Orleans had the 49ers not beaten them in the divisional round.
Right.
So we got to be fair here. But do I think it's hard to say he's overrated? The guy's coming off a Super Bowl. And he's still, a younger coach. And I expected the Eagles to take a step back this year. I didn't think it would be this far back, though.
Yeah.
He'll be fired within 3 years.
Good.
They'll run him out. I'm telling you. Like, first of all, Carson Wentz, I said this at the start of the year, anytime a quarterback or even a big-time player, running back, receiver, they tear their ACL, blow out their knee, they never come back as the same player. It doesn't happen. And I honestly don't think that Carson Wentz is the same player that he was. One of the things, so right out of the gate, Dougie P doesn't have the same QB that he had.
Yeah.
Right? The guy who was really strong in the pocket, could really break tackles, or break out of sacks, roll out, make good strong throws. He doesn't have that as his quarterback anymore. And first of all, this idea that Nick Foles should be playing over him is ludicrous too. Like,
I agree with that. Yeah.
Carson Wentz should be playing, but addition to that, they are banged up at the moment, but teams don't. They always have Super Bowl hangovers. So I guess it's fair to judge them next season rather than this season.
Right.
But at the same time, they had a really good special offensive line last year that was really good. They don't seem to have that this year. The reason why I think the Saints are such a powerhouse this year is because their offensive line is just amazing. It's so good. And I just think that Doug is just eventually they're gonna the Super Bowl luster or the winning the Super Bowl where everyone just loves him right now, and the Philly special and Philly all that bullshit, all that's gonna wear off in a couple years, and Dougie P will be at McDonald's selling Big Macs. I mean, that's just the truth.
I think one thing that really hurt Philly,
get out of bounds.
One thing that really hurt Philly was losing D. Phillip and Frank Reich.
Yes, I agree. Yes. Frank Reich was a tremendous hire for the Colts. He really was.
Anytime a team wins a Super Bowl,
McDaniels maybe.
Anytime a team wins a Super Bowl, the first year the Giants won the Super Bowl, or the one in 07-08, we lost Steve Spagnuolo.
Right.
Right? He went off. I believe it was the Rams.
Well, how about the
go.
how about the Super Bowl we didn't even win in 2000 where we lost John Fox and Sean Payton?
Yeah, well, Sean Payton should have been the next Giants head coach.
Yes, I agree with
Should
that.
have been.
Yes, yes.
They went on. I mean, I like Jim Boswell, but Sean Payton. There are two guys coaching in the National Football League right now who coach other teams that should have been Giant head coaches: Bill Belichick, Sean Payton. No question about it. And things would be different if one of those guys would be coaching the team at the current moment.
Well, you can't. But to be fair here, you can't be too upset with what Tom Coughlin got us.
No, I'm not upset at all.
Yeah.
I'm not upset at all. No, don't get me wrong. But I'm saying that those guys who are really, really good coaches could have easily been the Giants head coach at one time.
Well, I think everyone thought that Peyton was going to be the next Giants head coach while he was here. Everyone always said that, and it just didn't work out.
I personally thought so.
Oh, yeah.
What did you say, JC?
I said I personally thought that Peyton was going to be like the next guy.
Yeah. I thought he was.
Then I thought he was going to go to Miami, and I was afraid of that.
Right.
And he went to New Orleans.
Yeah. Yep. I thought he would have been the perfect guy to fill in at the Giants head coach had it, but they kept Fossil. Can't blame them. They were coming off a Super Bowl appearance. 2nd and 10, incomplete pass to Thielen there as the Minnesota is trying to come up with a miracle here.
I just don't think Dougie P did anything special as a head coach last season to help the Eagles win the Super Bowl. Like, obviously, when you get a really good quarterback on a rookie deal, that helps the team tremendously where they're able to go out and get some nice pieces, right? Like Alshon Jeffrey, for example, was a really nice piece for them, and other players. But like they just did really well with who they picked up, and they stayed healthy, and they played a very weak schedule. And then when they got to the playoffs, they just played a bunch of just whatever. And I think they played the worst Patriots team to enter the Super Bowl of all time. They got the worst version of it.
Well, that's fair to say.
That Patriots team did not have a defense whatsoever at all. Did he catch that?
That would have been a hell of a catch if he did.
This is Kirk Cousins doing Kirk Cousins things right here.
They called it. I think they called it incomplete.
You've thrown a pick six, and now you're just reeling your Viking fans back in. It's awful. It's terrible. Terrible.
3rd and 10 coming up, 5.5 minutes.
You're so lucky, Jet Central, you don't have this guy as your quarterback. You're so damn lucky.
Yeah, I would have been more happy with Allen, Darnold, Mayfield, and Rosen over Kirk.
Oh, that looks like that. Oh, yep, they called it pass interference, 1st down Vikings. I don't know if I would have called that though. It looks like it was incidental, right? Because it kind of tripped over each other.
So
Vikings are going down again, Nate. Here,
so I'm curious. Speaking of for tomorrow night, Rams Chiefs. I think I saw the line was like Rams -3, right?
Yeah,
I would take the Rams.
Oh, I would take the Chiefs. I actually took the Chiefs.
Well, I know you think the Chiefs are going to win. I'm not asking you.
I'm asking. I think it's a Rams blowout tomorrow night.
So it's a Rams blowout.
I don't think it'll be a blowout, but I think they'll win.
I actually have a spoiler alert. I think I have a spoiler alert for you guys. It's going to stay under 63 points.
I don't know about that. Well,
why?
I think we're going to see some defense.
We could. To me, if I was the Rams coach going in, my strategy would be to run the ball as much as I can with Todd Gurley to keep that electric Chiefs defense off the field. And if that is what they do, we will see an under 63 points because the Rams definitely have the ability. Incomplete. The Rams definitely have the ability in this game tomorrow to control the clock with Gurley. If they do that, it will go under the 63.
Do people really think that Kirk Cousins is better than Eli Manning? I'm asking that seriously. Do people really believe that? Like, I'm watching this right here, and I don't understand. I don't get it. Am I missing something? What am I missing?
Tucker asked us the question in the chat. I always like to address that. He asked if any of us have ever been to Minnesota.
I have. I've been to Minnesota.
Yeah.
I've been to the what's the mall called? The Great Mall of America.
It's America. Is there rides in there?
There's a water slide.
There's a whole damn roller coaster, Spencer.
Isn't it like a water park too or something?
Yeah, and house food.
Yeah. Well, if you go to that mall, that's not like a mall you go in there for 30 minutes. You go in there for 8 hours.
Yeah.
Like, you don't just go in there for just a minute for a cup of coffee.
I love that.
It's a mall on top of a mall.
Touchdown.
Are you kidding me? Kyle Rudolph?
No,
Kyle?
Robinson.
Okay.
Come on. Sell me Kirk Cousins right now. Sell me.
I'm buying. I'm buying. What do you want for him?
Well, this is it here. This is the game.
So I got to go for 2.
Yeah, they got to go.
Hey, listen. Hey, listen. I got my favorite Midwestern city after this too.
All right, yeah. Let's tune in for this play. This is a big play here. This is the game.
Prince of Mukamara, our favorite.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Get hurt. I'm surprised he's still healthy this late in the season.
Here we go. 2-point conversion coming up. Shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers set. He's got 2 running backs in the backfield.
Let's pull him out. What is it, Tainer?
Here we go. Here comes the snap. Back to pass. Looking.
What is it?
Cousins plenty. He's hit as he throws. Not even. Oh, Thielen almost made a great one-handed catch, but no good.
Oh no.
Oh, it's a flag.
There's a flag. It might be holding on the offense though.
What? Where's the flag located?
We're gonna find out.
You're ahead of me. You guys are ahead. I think it's on Chicago.
It is. It is. We're gonna get another crack at this. They are gonna.
Yeah.
They're gonna be at the
Kirk
1 yard.
Cousins getting bailed out. Kirk Cousins getting bailed out. Nothing to see here.
That roughing passer on Big Ben today, that was such a terrible call.
No, that's a good. No, let's be fair. That is a good call. I mean, the play wouldn't have been completed, but he really did throw him down like a. Look at this.
Exactly, because the ball was out of his.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
You annihilated Kirk Cousins.
Hey, I'm leaving. I'll be
see
back.
that?
Yeah, that's a penalty. That's a stupid.
That looked like a bear mauling a little kid in the woods.
All right, so we're gonna have a 2-point conversion for the 1
Where
yard
did
line.
Spins go? Where the hell did Spins run off?
He can't. He's behind us, so he doesn't want to know what happens. Here we go. Shotgun formation for Cousins from the 1. And here comes the snap. Back to pass. Cousins looking. And he got it. Thielen got it.
Got it.
Big play there. Still a 1-possession game there, JC.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking like Cop's prediction might come down to conversion.
Adam,
yeah, but they got to get a stop though. They got to get a stop.
He
got to get a stop.
Down and score, and then they got to get the 2 points
He
again.
got 2.
It's ridiculous that Kirk put them in this position.
Boom.
Yeah. But at least
fight. You gotta love this Vikings team. Gotta love it.
Spencer's like bipolar.
You know why? I mean, they played a terrible first half, and they're showing some nasty defense. They're finally playing well. The first half is where they lost the games.
Yeah. Well, this game ain't over yet. We still got 5 minutes.
My favorite city in the United States, one of my favorites, is Indianapolis. I love that city.
Never been.
Okay.
Never been.
Nashville, where Cop Pizzle lives, is great, though.
I've heard great things about Nashville. I've never been there either. A lot of friends have told me
NFL draft is in Nashville next year. You know that, right?
We might be there. We might be there for that.
We're going down, baby.
Who's in?
We might.
Who is in?
And Cop,
I'm in.
we gotta draft a quarterback if we're in your hometown, man. We
You know-
gotta draft one. We gotta have fun at the. You really want to trade your draft pick at your hometown?
No, I don't, but it's good for the franchise. I'll buy it.
You don't.
We might have to go there for that. That would be fun.
We're going.
I mean, if honestly, if Herbert and Tua was coming out the same year, you would take Tua over Herbert, right?
Oh yeah. Not
Right,
even,
Spence?
I'm taking Tua over anybody.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So then what the hell are we
I'm
talking
taking
about?
Tua over whoever.
I really like Tua.
I would even take Tua over Mahomes. Maybe that's how much I love Tua.
Tucker Jensen says the Mall of America has a Hooters in it, so it's the best mall ever. I mean, Tucker. I mean, we all love Hooters, but I feel like there's a lot of malls that have a Hooters in it.
I love Hooters too, and their legs are so tan, it's unbelievable.
Oh, it is. And I don't know those outfits they wear. It is.
Those are pantyhose, Spence. They're not
I'd be
real
packing.
pans.
But Sean Carpenter says Thielen is a top 5 receiver right now. I agree with that. I think he is. The guy's unbelievable.
The girls at Hooters have heavy war artillery.
Oh, they come with it. There's no doubt about it. Cop, I didn't get a chance to. Did you make your video today?
I did. I made my video. I did. I just got done uploading it, and then I took a shower, and then I popped on here, and I saw you guys were live, and I wanted to show my love for Eli because he was 17 for 18 today, and I was so proud of him. And the next thing you know, I'm on here with Jet Central right here watching Kirk Cousins.
Oh yeah,
Ryan 18 pass attempts today.
I know. But even if it was 10 pass attempts, 9 out of 10,
Dude, I'm just
17,
messing with
great
you, man.
team.
No, I'm just messing with you, bro. He had a good game.
Perfect at the free throw line, basically. James Harden couldn't do better.
He couldn't. Steph.
Good return there.
Yeah.
Well, the Bears get out to the 25 there. Let's see if the Vikings come up with a stop.
Could Steph Curry hit 19 from 20 at the free throw line with the game on the line? Could he? I don't know.
I'll tell you can. Remember. I don't know how big of a hoops fan you are. Remember Dirk Nowitzki in that playoff run?
Okay.
I think he had that
Yeah,
game against Memphis where he went 26 for 26 in the playoffs. It was something silly like that.
Or D-Wade.
Well, I'll tell you what, LeBron surely hell ain't going 9.
No, that's a weakness. That's a weakness to his game.
Joker.
Here comes handoff Jordan Howard, and he is going to get 2 yards there.
Good.
Well,
Stay in bounds.
Hey, my favorite throw today was maybe the Ingram throw. No, the Odell. By the way, Odell had a great catch when he held on to that football.
The touchdown catch was beautiful.
The touchdown catch, but also the big throw from Eli to Odell early. That's when I felt it was going to be a great day. And I got mad when the Giants didn't get that fumble recovery on Ryan Fitzpatrick, but that pick six was phenomenal today.
Yes, you're right. They kind of got screwed there, but guess what? We've been getting screwed by the refs all year long.
Big play here. 2nd and 8, shotgun formation for Trubisky. Vikings show blitz, but they back up. They said
Do it for Kirk. Do it for Kirk.
And it is nearly picked off. Incomplete.
Okay.
Cousins.
Why? Do you want to see Kirk throw a pick on the 2-point? You probably do.
You guys are all in on Kirk Cousins, and I just want to see you guys be rewarded for being all in on Kirk Cousins. That's all I'm saying.
I hope we get the experience. It's a little like a Romo. It's kind of like Romo. Remember when Romo in the playoffs, he played like the Redskins, he would always throw the pick to lose the game. You can count on it. Here we go.
3rd and 8. Big play here from Trubisky.
Bench is out of here.
Here comes the snap. Trubisky looking, got a man over the middle, and it's caught. First down, big first down. Gets to the 45.
That was huge right there.
Yeah, that's a big play.
Did Spencer run off again?
Yeah, he's a lunatic. I think he's going to get some more miso soup.
No, I can't be near you guys on big plays because you guys are ahead.
You know what Trubisky kind of looks like when they just showed his face there? I feel a little bit a young Tony Romo. Do you see that at all?
Sort of.
Yeah, they kind of have the beady eyes.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a throw away from Harrison Smith right there. He has above average arm strength, not the most elite, but he's accurate. He's a great athlete.
All right, here we go from the 44. Trubisky with the keep. Nice fake there. Oh, that's a penalty. Stupid hit there by Harrison Smith.
What?
Stupid hit.
Oh, no. Okay. But you have 3 timeouts.
But now they're in field goal range almost.
I don't think they are.
They're about 7 or 8 yards away from field goal range.
Okay, well, this is the game. It's going to come down to a 3rd down, or I bet on 2nd down they'll roll Trubisky out and we'll win the game.
Cousins not getting a shot.
No,
this is sad.
The shot, right?
This is sad.
It's like Aaron Rodgers the other night. Same exact thing.
This is sad. That's
a stupid penalty.
I want to see all that money they paid him come to actually be good for something.
Well,
it's sad.
With the Panthers losing, I think the Vikings still are going to be a playoff team, and that
maybe
it's going to help them.
Maybe.
I think
every time you're ready to buy stock into the Panthers, they show who they really are.
You're right, because I was all in on the Panthers 2 weeks ago. You're absolutely.
This is just sad. Your TV's delayed, and Kirk Cousins won't get another shot.
22-14 Bears, 3:06 to go, 1st and 10, and Trubisky on the center at the Vikings 30. They're already in field goal range. Handoff Howard, he gets stuffed at the 35. We're going to have a 2nd and 9.
Okay. Oh, no. Okay.
That's good, Spence.
What?
That's only 1 yard.
They're
so
pretty
good.
close to field goals. I think kickers can make it from 70 yards after watching the Giants.
They got it. No.
If I'm the Bears here, I think I'm not even going to attempt to throw. I don't even want to risk getting sacked because you're already in field goal range, right?
You burn their timeouts.
Yeah.
You burn their timeouts. You tell Khalil Mack it's Kirk Cousins on the other side, and you win the game.
Oh, they called the timeout before the snap. They didn't get discredited with the 1 yard gain.
Do you guys like the dancing in the end zone and getting a big photo? Like every team does that now.
I really like it, actually.
I like the photo. Some of the celebrations are kind of weird, but
you
that's
can't,
a team-oriented
have the
thing.
whole team do it. The whole team can't run to the end zone.
I love it.
It should be only like the people who are the players who were actually on the field during the time in which the play happened.
All right, never mind. They gave him credit. 2nd and 8 here. 2nd and 8.
All right, we're stopping him.
Trubisky on the center. And handoff Howard, and Howard gets him a lot closer there. This is going to be a 3rd and 4. 4-yard gain to the 3rd.
They've been getting mauled all game by Jordan Howard.
Yeah, a lot of tough running there by Howard today. Minnesota burns their 2nd timeout, and I think they got to run it again.
If they don't get a first down, I'm calling it now. The field goal will be missed.
Really?
Yeah, I'm predicting it now. The field goal will be missed if they don't get a first down.
Are we putting a little scratch on that?
No, I would throw the ball right here and get the first down, because if you go conservative, they'll miss it in the cold.
Guess
there.
what the play call is going to be?
I got a question for you. I'll wait till
play action rollout coming up.
I like that. Yeah, put Mitchell in a little rollout. I like that. Good call, Spence.
I'm telling you what's happening too. Look at Nagy. He plays to win.
yeah, he's going to the end zone right here.
His head has to
We're not going to the end zone. We're just getting a first down, moving his feet. There's going to be some trickeration. Let's see. Is it in the eye?
I
It's
love
in the
these
eye.
Bears orange.
Oh, wow.
Shotgun. He's got Tariq Cohen to his right. 3rd and 4
They are
from the
playing
3rd.
man. The guy in the slot is uncovered. They can hit him.
They Bears use a timeout. Bears use a timeout. They want it. I'm telling you, the more I look at this guy, the more I think he's Tony Romo from like 20 years ago.
I really like the Bears orange unis.
They do look nice. We said that earlier. Yeah,
They look nice.
Yeah,
Look nice. Such a classic uniform.
yeah. It is a nice uniform. The Bears are playing really well tonight. They really are.
You know
Mitchell's
what? A head coach can change. That's the thing about the NFL. It's like everyone said the Giants 3-13, like you can't change it around. If you get the right guy in there, it can happen overnight.
Look at the.
Is over. Last year with John Fox, they were dreadful.
Well, look at the Eagles. Look at Eagles the year before they won the Super Bowl. They weren't a good football team.
Yeah, look at the Rams.
That's what I love about the NFL is the overnight transition of Powell.
All right, here comes Trubisky, shotgun formation, 3rd and 4. Here comes the snap, back to pass, and they get pressure, and he has to throw it before the receiver is ready. Incomplete, and it stops the clock.
Wow, but I told you they'd throw it. Oh, he had him.
Spoiler alert, missed field goal coming up. Spoiler alert.
Where's he missing it, right? I think they're right, Cody.
Are they on the right hash?
I think they are.
He's missing it right.
He looks very nervous. He looks very nervous.
Is he pushing it?
I saw
No, I'm going to say he's
Oh,
going
are
to
they
pull it.
going for it?
No,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
can't.
go for it.
They can't
I
go
love
for
the
this.
call.
What do you mean you love
He
the?
knows what I know. He knows what I know. He's missing that kick. So you got to go for it.
Parkey's been terrible this year. They're going to call another timeout.
Well, to be fair, they have been going for 2s all day because they don't have confidence in him hitting a 33-yarder, so they may go for this.
But here's the thing. Did they just burn their last timeout?
Chicago did, yes.
Okay, so the thing is they can't draw them off sides because they have no timeouts anymore.
Or you could try to do that and just take the 5-yard penalty.
And punt?
I mean, if
That's a weak decision.
why not? Why would you? What do you mean it's a weak decision? Put him inside the 10, Spence.
No, kick the field goal.
He's gonna miss it.
No, he's not. He's an NFL kicker.
Look at his face.
NFL
Look
kicker.
at his face. He is scared to death.
You pay him $500,000 to kick these kicks.
He's gonna pull it, Spence.
They got to attempt the field goal here.
Here, will you guys not tell me what happens? I'll actually listen to what happens.
All right, here we go.
Hey, will you be silent? Or
Bears.
tell me-
No, I'm going to say it. Bears lining up.
This is right in the middle, but he's blocking it. He's blocking
And here comes the snap. The kick is
Right.
right down the middle.
Right down the middle, Spence. I was completely wrong.
So you
Ice. He had ice in his veins.
You always
Is that the game? Is that the game right there?
No.
It's
No.
close. It's close.
No.
But it's not. They're going to obviously need an onside kick to be recovered to have a chance.
It's gonna be.
Well, now if you're Minnesota, you get 3 immediately. I always run this
Yeah.
too.
I always
Yeah.
think about this. You always have to
What?
It's gonna be 25-22, and an onside kick's gonna happen. This is Kirk Cousins. He's going to just take you to closeness, and then he's going to pull it and yank it out.
I'll say this. If you can get in field goal range before, well, it really doesn't matter if you do it before or after the 2-minute warning because the game's over, whether or not you don't get the, well, yeah, but it would give you enough time if you recover to score a touchdown. I think you have to try to get it as close to the 2-minute mark if you're going to go for field goal first. It has to be quick.
Well, you know what lost the Vikings the game was their run defense lost them the game tonight. They got mauled up front.
Oh, Jordan Howard was destroying them.
Yeah, the first half, their defense needs to get better. Everybody thinks it's a great defense. It's a good defense. It's not an elite defense.
Right. So, well, let's see what happens. This has been fun, though. Cobb Pizzle coming on. That was a pleasant surprise. I can't wait to watch your video after this. I'm sure.
I think I might. Can I come on tomorrow night?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Who are we betting on tomorrow night?
No, Cop, you're too annoying. We're kicking you out.
Who are we betting on tomorrow, Spence?
I'm taking the Rams. I actually might be going to the Sixers game tomorrow night.
Boo!
You go to the
Cop, are you a Knicks fan too?
No, I don't like the Knicks. I'm not a Knicks fan.
You like Jimmy Buckets. Jimmy Butler game winner the other.
No. I'm not a big fan of Jimmy Butler, actually.
Yeah, I'm not either, to be honest.
I don't know why you got hyped for that, Spence.
I'm a Jimmy Butler fan.
I don't know why. Why are you a Jimmy Butler fan?
I love Jimmy.
Jimmy Butler's a great defender. He loves to win, and he's intense. He's a great competitor. He can get you a bucket whenever you need one.
What gives you indication that he loves to win?
Great passer. He's a willing passer. He's a great guy to have in your locker room.
He's a good defender.
No, he's a good chemistry guy.
He's a good two-way player, but I don't think he's a max. I don't think he's a max player. He's not, and he's going to get.
You know who I like in the East as a good team is the Bucks.
Bucks are very good.
I like the Bucks.
Bucks are
I like the Bucks.
You love that freak.
I love the freak. He's a monster.
Yeah, he's the future. He's the future.
They just got guys. They just got like scrappy dudes that just play. Then they got this one Greek, the freak, just a monster who's dunking it from the 3-point line. I mean, he's an animal.
Yes.
I mean, everyone says Boston, boring. Let's get creative. Let's get fun. Let's get with the Bucks.
Exactly.
And
Della Vadova, Pat Connaughton.
And there is the kick, and it's going to be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Bucks. I said at the beginning of the year, I like the Bucks as a sleeper. They're a good football, good basketball team.
And I'm going to tell you another team in the East that I think is just a player away. They just need one player. It's the Pacers. If they just had one more player.
I like the Pacers too.
If they just had one more player, like a good star player, I think they would be something. But unfortunately, I think they're lacking a player.
Yeah.
Oladipo is a beast.
What a steal he was.
He's a big.
Here come the Viking shotgun formation. Cousins back to pass, and he is hit. The Bears continue to get after Cousins.
Oh, get rid of it, Kirk. Kirk doesn't have a great feel for the pocket.
Kirk, look, you're either all in on Kirk or you're not, Spence. It's one way or the other.
Okay, one or the other. I think even think Kirk Cousins' mom and wife are kind of halfway in. You know, if you're in the Kirk bandwagon, you always have one foot off in the boat and off the boat.
I'm gonna say Cousins' old lady is out. I'm gonna say she's out.
When I'm in on Kirk, it also means
nice pass there. Nice pass there to Thielen.
Like when you're in on Kirk Cousins, you're also like in the same breath saying, "But he's better than blank." You know, that's always the next sentence for the Kirkies.
What I don't know the numbers. I don't know the numbers, but Thielen has to be having a good game, right? Every time I look up, he's making a catch.
Oh, Thielen's a monster.
I'm the Kirk.
He's so good.
Yeah, he's got a touchdown too. I think he's had a big game.
I honestly, as a Giants fan, I would, and this is going to sound crazy, I would much rather have a guy like him than OBJ. Truthfully,
nice play there. Another catch by BB.
Be honest, that statement was the best statement.
No. I was going to say Beckham's definitely more talented.
No, Beckham is more talented, but Thielen doesn't bring any baggage.
Yes, that's fair. That's a good point.
He doesn't bring any. He's not going on ESPN talking any bullshit. He's not going to say anything stupid. He's just going to go out there and he's going to play.
Well, it's what I like about the Rams receiving core. Before Kupp got hurt, they had a bunch of good receivers that were a great unit with Cooks, with Cup,
Yes.
with Woods. You know.
Yes.
Yeah, but you're right. No, they all do their job. They don't do the nonsense.
Kurt's going down here and scoring right here.
Chad Beebe. I think he's the Big Ten commissioner. Oh, no.
God, what a horrible play.
Yeah, they were ready for that screen pass there, JC. And they're hurrying back up to the line of scrimmage after the 2-yard loss, second and 12.
It's smart. You got to have to run another play.
Hey, Central, is Les Miles at Kansas? Is that official?
Yeah, it's official.
All right.
Diggs comes up with a catch, but it was in. Well, that's a 2-minute warning. Diggs gets to about
That's a pretty ball.
third and four.
You kick the field goal now.
No.
Too far. They're not in range yet.
You go score. Go score.
Tucker, tonight we're gonna not tonight, Tucker, but next time we come on, we'll definitely have you on in the stream. And thank you for tuning in. Who's ever left, thank you guys for tuning in. We had a lot of fun tonight.
Oh, it was a big-time night. The subbies are coming in big time.
I'm going. If I think I can come on tomorrow. If I think I can come on, I'm going on my channel tomorrow and telling everybody to get their butt over here tomorrow. We're going to be doing some gambling. We're going to get wild tomorrow. We're going to do some drinking and gambling tomorrow.
I love
I just
Cop,
need to
man.
know who we picking, Spence.
Ah, yes.
Are we laying the points? Or are we taking some
We are
points?
taking the Rams all day tonight.
Cop is the best, man. Cop is the
We're
best.
laying the
Cop,
points.
I'm so glad you're here, man. It's great.
We're
to
laying
see
the
you.
points.
I was a little jealous when you were on with the Tainer, a little bit.
We had a great time that night. We had a lot of fun.
That was so much fun.
We had a lot of fun.
I was like, wow.
The only thing I didn't like was that you didn't drink with me. But other than that, we had a great time.
I try not to drink during the Giants games, but if it's non-Giants football, we can get wild.
I thought it'd be the opposite with how this season's going.
I
thought you would have some dark whiskey.
There we go. Diggs with a big catch.
Oh, in Vegas, you were definitely drinking. The odds of you not drinking in Vegas,
Maybe.
I mean, you need a flight home.
Diggs get out.
Look at this Kirk Cousins pass.
Hey, the Chicago Bears won your mortgage.
Yeah, yes. That night they played the Seahawks.
Seattle.
They played Seattle. Yeah, they dominated that game. It was on Monday Night Football. They're look at home on primetime. They're a really good football team.
Yeah.
They really are.
Yeah.
Hey, and
They're
when
just not the same team on the road.
Yeah, when they played on primetime against the Packers, they should have won that game too, you know?
Kick.
Go.
All right.
You
and
got go score.
No. This is what I would do
Why don't we
here.
do the onside with like 10 seconds left? That's a great idea.
No.
This is what I would do. Because
Oh.
I would take 3 shots at the end zone from where they are. If they don't get in, I would kick a field goal.
I'm kicking now.
Well, but the way I look at it is, if you take 2 more shots, you're only wasting 15 seconds.
Yeah, but you could throw a pick when you're doing that.
That's true. That's a good point. That's fair.
Yeah, you could also miss a field goal.
Well, if you miss the field goal, you know, you're going down swinging. You know, you're going to need it eventually.
You go score now, but not the field goal.
Cousins looking.
You go for the touchdown.
Oh, now you got to spike it. You got to spike it, or
He's
get.
throwing deep. How deep was that completion?
Got it to the 10.
Wow, that's a start.
The thing is, you need to keep your timeout for
Spike!
trying to get the.
It's getting fun, Spence.
Yes, I
This is
agree.
getting fun, Spence.
I agree, JC. You got to keep the timeout.
I'm not getting reeled in.
Because
I
if
don't
you're in a
believe-
time
I'm
crunch
not hooked in.
next drive, if you're in a time crunch next drive, you have to get your field goal unit out. You can't do that if time is running out.
Now that they're this close, I think
Bang!
you have to go for the
Oh!
touchdown. Now that they're this close.
Now it's touchdown or bust.
Yeah, I might even go for it on 4th down at this point if it's like 4th and reasonable.
No.
Because they're so close.
No. If it's 4th down, you kick the field goal.
Well, I'm saying if it's like 4th and goal from the 2, I might go for it.
Well, then
Not
we can get
not from
we can
the
get crazy. We can get crazy on that.
yeah, not from the 10. Not from the 10. All right, here we go.
I'm with you guys. Kurt is putting this thing in the end zone right now.
How about Kyle Rudolph? How about Kyle?
Cousins steps up.
Kyle Rudolph.
He's gonna run with it. Oh, what a hit! What a hit! Was that the Goldberg spear?
No. Timeout now. Timeout, please.
You can't. You got to save it for the.
No! They screwed this up. They effed this up so much.
No, you couldn't. You got JC's right. You got.
Dude, what are they doing?
You got to save the timeout.
Damn field goal.
Touchdown.
Yep, got him.
Disgraceful.
What are you talking about? They handled that perfectly. You got 48 seconds still with a timeout. If they recover it, they got plenty of time to get in field goal range. What are you talking
Well, they had to
about?
go for 2.
Yeah.
I'm all in.
All right, that was a really good throw. I'll give Kurt some. That was a nice throw right
Go,
there.
Kirk.
And
What a night Kirk had, huh?
And
Gotta
he,
go for 2.
Touchdown, 1 interception.
You got to go for 2.
Let me tell you Kirk's numbers tonight.
oh, I know he's having a good game because I saw Diggs has over 100 yards also.
Captain Kirk.
Here we go.
Kirk.
25-20, 2-point conversion. This
They
is it.
won't get this. They will not get this.
Let's find out.
Yeah, they are. They're running a pick play.
Cousins back to pass.
Phelan touchdown.
Didn't get it, so now it's touchdown or bust.
Oh, no.
Classic
Jeez.
Kirk Cousins. Classic.
He
Classic.
didn't really choke.
What do you mean?
What's going on, Jamie? Thank you for tuning into the stream. Jamie, I think you were there for my Giant stream when Cop Izzle showed up. He's here now. He popped in. He surprised us in the third quarter, and he said he's probably going to be here tomorrow night as we stream the Monday Night Football game, so it should be a lot of fun.
We're getting wild tomorrow. We're betting on somebody, and we're drinking alcohol. That's getting crazy.
You know if the Tainer's in here.
Oh, if I'm in here, I bring the booze. I bring the booze.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to say they get the onside kick.
Oh, my God. I'm leaving for this one.
I can't
Right?
remember the last time I saw a team recover one of these. It's few and far between.
No, I like popping it into the air. I don't like rolling the ball.
Yeah, I like popping into the air too. I mean, like anytime I think back like to an onside kick, I always think of Green Bay screwing it up in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, baby.
And he pops it up. Bears get it. Bears get it. Bears get it. Bears get it. What is he yelling at? What is he yelling at?
Oh, no. What was that? A nibbler. A nibbler right to the pitcher. A nibbler. Freaking, that could have been, who was that guy? Blair Walsh or whatever the heck his name is. Disgusting.
That's a good job there by the Bears guy, though, to come up and grab that before it hits the ground again.
Kirk Cousins had a day, right? If Kirk Cousins had another quarter, oh my gosh, he would have won the game.
But that's going to wrap it up, guys. The Bears come away with a much-needed win as they get to 7-3. And as we alluded to, they probably should be 8-2 after that loss they had on opening night against the Packers. So they're a good football team at this point. You got to buy into the Bears.
For sure, for sure.
Should we call Ronaldo Allen?
Why, is he here?
No. He's just in my Skype contacts.
Oh, no. Hopefully he's here tomorrow night. I love Ronaldo. But I think that's going to wrap it up. I'm going to have to save my voice for tomorrow because my voice is shot after the game I called today and this game. So I'm going to have to save up my voice. We're probably going to do some preview videos tomorrow, right, guys?
Yes.
We'll try to bang out a few of those if we have time. And and then definitely Cop Pizzle. I can't wait to have you on the channel.
I'm coming on tomorrow. I'm tomorrow. I'm on board.
That sounds like a lot of fun. And,
Wow.
and I know when Pizzle shows up, the party comes. So I'm looking forward to that.
I'm bringing a lot of people with me tomorrow. We're getting to at least 100 people watching us tomorrow at Jet Central.
Oh, man.
We're going to have 100 in here.
Oh, that's awesome, bro. This guy said
Get him over.
So
Get
much.
him inside.
Pizzle is the man. Pizzle is such a good guy.
So charitable.
I'll see you guys later. Thanks for having me.
See ya.
Yeah, Pizzle, thank you for stopping by, bro. You were great.
Later, dude.
Seeing you, man.
All right, guys. I don't know who's still left in the chat. Probably a lot of people left because we stopped talking about the game. But
No, we did. We did fine. We were hanging on 25, 28 all night.
yeah, but we just had such a good time. It's always a blast when another YouTuber that I respect wants to come on the channel. And Pizzle did a great job. You guys were great all night. And I want to thank everyone that tuned into the live stream that's still here. If you haven't done so, hit that. What?
Chris, I have to say that I'm sorry, but I have a friend's birthday tomorrow, so I'm gonna try my best to pop in.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Worries.
Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. Me and JC will run it tomorrow. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, sure.
All good, brother.
And we're going to have Pizzle, and I know Pizzle's going to bring a lot of attention to the channel, so that's definitely going to help us out. And he's a great guy, so it should make it a lot of fun. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. And any last words, guys?
No, just a quick shout out to everybody in the chat. You know, great game. Obviously, Bears won. Huge win for them. Put them a leg up in the NFC North. Shout out to Cop for coming in, saying what's up, for trying to defend Eli Manning. But it is what it is. Thanks so much for everybody that tuned in.
Yeah. No, I want to give a big shout out to the Bears. I mean, they absolutely controlled this game from cover to cover, and the Vikings were always playing from behind, never really a threat to win the game. And you got to give so much credit to Matt Nagy. Ryan Pace has built this team into a juggernaut. Their defense is unreal. Akeem Hicks inside was so great. And really, this game was even a lot. I think that this game wasn't even as close as the score would indicate. The Bears are so real. They're so much far and away the best team in the NFC North, if anybody had any doubts.
Right.
And I couldn't say more about the Bears' performance. And the Vikings are just kind of an above-average team. They are just okay right now. And it's kind of a shame for Minnesota because they have some older guys, but Chicago just whipped them. So congrats to the Bears. They absolutely won this game thoroughly tonight.
I see there's still a Bears guy in the chat. AF, congratulations on the win. You got Jordan Howard really set the tone all night. You guys controlled the game with the time of possession, and you did exactly what you needed to win. The Vikings, of course, had the passing yards at the end, but at the end of the day, I think at that point you guys were in a prevent defense. And
thank you so much for tuning into the chat, man.
Yeah, Jamie Eli did have a good game today. King LA, thank you for the kind words. If you haven't done so, please hit that like, please hit that subscribe button, and hopefully we see you guys back here tomorrow night when we stream what I think is the game of the year. I just want you guys to stay in the Skype for 2 or 3 minutes after we go off. I just want to talk to you for a quick minute. But thank you guys for tuning in, and we hope to see you back on the channel soon.